Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 49, 5 vs. 5 Grand Arena Championship for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. This is Week 2, Round 2, and my opponent is Aesop the Pirate. Alright, so here's the situation. I went 2-1 last week in the top bracket, and Aesop went 3-0. We are both down in where? Pull this up. It's rank 22 for me, fighting rank 15. So dig that. At least he made it into the second bracket. But yeah, it is something out here. And then who's to say how the ranks are going to level out next week? Because this bug is uncontained by CG as far as I know. Which is just super duper fun. Alright, it looks like the mic and everything's working, so hopefully that pans out. Alright, let's go ahead and get the compare up on screen, get right to it. How's everybody doing today? 22 versus 15, but really 1 and 2. It's pretty wild, Weevil. It's wild, man. It's like, okay, so that's the shift after the first week. What's it going to be like after the second week? I'll see you guys, somewhere around 90-something. Overcasted, are you guys intentionally staying out of the top to avoid the scrubs, or is that just being pushed down? No, that's us being pushed down. Like, if somebody serves me up a 4 million account, like, you'd have to really try to lose, and why would I be doing that? It's just, it's obviously not much in the way of fun, but that really, like, winning those free matches is whatever. Like, it doesn't, if it ended up leveling out where, like, Aesop and I were both in the top bracket for week 2 here, and all these people went down, and then there were not more people getting added in on top of us, we'd be where we should be. But this is uncontained. They're still coming up in here. Just dropping these Lobby accounts in from the top. Just dripping them in on us. Let's go, coach, says Striker. Will do. I have my highest recorded personal SR, and I'm rank 30, Tassinix. Very nice, dude. Very nice. I mean, obviously you should be higher than 30, but nice job on the personal SR record. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over to scene, or desktop, rather. Blow this up. All right, so as I said, rank 22, fighting rank 15. GP, 13.8 to 14.2. Top 80 GP, 3.1 to 3.11. Zetas, 334 to 336. GAC Omicrons, 48 to 50. Top 80 average speed, 160 to 162. Man, I'm closing that gap, man. 2 is not a lot to have on, for a person of Aesop's size and caliber. For him to have only 2 speed average on me is just, And that's my cope. Because, the rest of the graphs, the rest of the chart's going to be in his favor. All right, mod analysis, plus 25s, my 181 to his 256, 20 to 24s, my 403 to his 491, plus 20s, my 584 to his 747, plus 4% offenses, my 148 to his 269, and then plus 6% offenses, my 45 to his 90, just straight up dubs, just double. 40-70 after this round is collected. All right, man. Good stuff. Congrats. Hopefully, if they do fix this, I hope it bumps us all up where we should be. So, I don't know what to say. All right. Where were we? Relic analysis. Total relics, 2011 to his 2161. Gee, that's a lot. Relic 9s, my 73 to his 89. My Relic 8s, 123 to his 170. And then Relic 7s, I have 46. All from Relic 7 on down, he has 0. If it exists, it's a Relic 8 for him. So, yeah. All right, data cron analysis. This is where the suck factor really kicks in, folks. Total rerolls, my 195, which is really kind of going ham for me. I've been going like something like 170, under 180 for the last, couple of sets. But I went really wide on set 12 because once set 11 leaves, so you know how this set always ends on a 5 season. And I always tell myself this for week 1 of 3s, where you've got only that first week of grind for the new Datacron set. You're not going to have a lot of them. And you're going to have very few good ones, to be sure, unless you're putting some money into it. And I always, for that first week, find myself short 2, 3, 4 Datacrons, something like that. I'll be damned if they're going to catch me out like this. Even though set 12 isn't really that good of a set, I'm still going to actually have Datacrons, and the level 3 stacking offense for either dark side or light side is useful. So, all right. Yeah, 195 to his 787, man. Level 9s, I have 37 to his 56. 6 to 8s, I have 8. And 3 to 5s, I have 6. He has none of that cheap crap. It is all there at 9. And a well-optimized 9 at that. All right. GLs. Go ahead and pause the VOD, take a screen grab, whatever you like. There's not a lot to cover here, but, you know, people are sometimes curious what these characters look like for us. So, there you go. All right. Likewise with key characters. Take your screen grab. Oh, shit. I knew I was forgetting something. Damn. I forgot to put up the poll. Y'all cheating me here. Prediction. Start prediction. How many drops will TAS have? I think I'm going to change it to 3 or less, 4 or more. Nah. I had a lot of drops last time. All right, well, the point is he posted a pretty decent score on me. So it's like, I feel like even if I get, like, if I have 4 drops, I feel like it's Battleship sunk. So I think I'll just make that the failure line today. And we'll set the submission period for 10 minutes, but basically when I'm finished reviewing all the reports is when I'm going to close off the voting. So get your voting in. Sweens just rated in with 17. What's poppin', Sweens? Hey, Jobin, what's going on, man? Good to see you. That's Sweens. Gotta shout out the boy. What is poppin', Sweens? How'd the round go? Wolf, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. That's enough on that. Time to get to the meat and potatoes. You are very welcome, Sweens. Let me kill the camera so it's not in the way while we're looking at this. Okay, so this is a graph I pulled, or a report I pulled just on last week. I sometimes also pull the current plus last of same type report as a separate report completely. I want one that's just of the last week at least, and then if I think it'd be useful, I'll also pull that current plus last of same type. To get a sense of greater trends. But with players like Aesop, he knows who he's fighting, and he's going to have a specific way that he's going to want to go about exploiting that. So, yeah. All right. Attack times. Yeah, he likes to go straight out the gate and then usually saves fleet for later, but last week looks like he was just hustling. All right. Mod comparison graph looks a little better than it did last time, I feel. Like, you know, the lines are a little slightly closer. No, Sweens, blue stacks froze up and prevented a one-shot full clear. No. Now, were you a humble man before God and restarted your blue stacks after you cleared the first wall, or did it happen early on? Like, or were you a prideful fool who dared to attempt to clear more than one wall on the same BlueStacks instance because both it and the game, probably mostly the game, it's probably entirely the game if we're being honest, is coated on tissue paper? Aha. Aha. Your pride, you fool. Aha. All right. So yeah, mod comparison, we're closer than we've ever been, I guess. It is what it is. GAC Omicrons, yeah, we've no changes since our last match last week. He's still got the Tuscan Chieftain one and Director Krennic on me, and he can have them. Squad banner efficiency, I followed up with Megalitos about this. He said it was something he had to look into, and he has it fixed, and I could run a new report, but it's okay. It's fine. I knew that regardless of what I pulled for this, Aesop's going to have high banner clears. You know, when you've got the best options and the most options, you're going to be able to pull off an incredibly strong defense, and still, you know, mostly 65 your way through, right? That's his style. All right, defense for last week. Finn, Saw, Qui-Gon, Rey Swolo, Leia Krex. So yeah, Cancer Comp is officially dead. I'm not really seeing it. DR, of course, when I say I'm not really seeing it, what I'm saying is I've fought only 2 legitimate opponents so far this season, and both of them were Aesop. And when I say both of them, I mean including this match. So not really a lot of learning for me personally so far. All right, DRC, Lord Vader, Malgus, JMK Cat, Slacker Malco. So yeah, that's where the oof factor comes in. Executor, Leviathan, sometimes Profundity, sometimes Malevolence. Squad defenses by zone. Front wall, we might expect to see Rey Swolo, Leia, JMK Cat, and then it's either Lord Vader or Malgus. And where one wasn't up, where one was not bottom front last week, the other one was top. DR up top. See Qui-Gon and Slacker Malicos in the back. I have every reason to expect to see... Qui-Gon's not in the back this week. Spoiler, it's he has it up top. But I expect to see at least 2 GLs in the back. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right. Offense-wise, yeah, this is grody. So Gas, Reva, Aphra, CLS, yeah, so that's, I assume, BMK. Jabba, Dash, Bastila, Jedi Cal, Nest, yeah, that was against somebody putting down Ewoks, and he just was like, num, 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 num. Well, actually, I think that was a Lobby account. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a Lobby account. I think that was Bones. It was a well-set-up Ewoks team. Regardless, that Nest was like, num, 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 num. DTMG, Fennec. Yeah, DTMG ate up my Qui-Gon last week, man. I was not happy. Wasn't thrilled. Tusken Chieftain, GG, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, uses, I mean, it's not surprising. He really set quite a bit on defense, so these would be the usual suspects. Negotiator, Chimera, Home 1? Home 1? Really? That must have been against Lobies or something. Teams he faced last week. Yeah, man. Somebody set Bo-Katan and actually caught him off guard. Promo your Patreon. I usually promo my Patreon at the end of the stream. I don't know. I've never wanted to be one of those guys that's... Sub to my Patreon, and I'll tell you this at the start before you see the content. I would rather tell you at the end of the content, and then it's like, yeah, so this is what I do, and if you liked that, support this. Like that kind of thing. I feel like delivering value first, then putting that out there. Call me old-fashioned. All right, see, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, geez, some of these are nice. Ooh, a Chirpa got him. Man, I must have missed one of that. Interesting. Yeah. Fleet caught him once. That is a point where you can sometimes catch Aesop as on Fleet. Sometimes. All right. We can look to move this back over to the main scene. Let's check where we're at with that timer. I think you guys have had a goodly long time to get your votes in. You're trying to buy more time for predictions? Yeah, I mean, it's already been almost 8 minutes. It's not so bad. I'll give you guys, it says it's got 2 minutes, 40 seconds. When it hits the 2 minutes mark, so in like 30-ish seconds, then I'll cut it off. So last chance, get in your votes. You think it's going to be a 3 or less day or a 4 or more day for me. I have to be pretty slim because, again, spoiler, he had a pretty strong attack. So, yeah, we have to be careful. So I'm giving you guys a pretty good piece of information going into your prediction. Do what you got to do. Where are we at? Wow, a lot of you go with 3 or less today, man. If I can't get it done, man, if I can't get it done, I'll be pretty quickly cooked. If you saw the last stream versus Aesop, I full cleared, but that was about it. It was like a 1691, a sub 1700 score. It was gruesome, and he posted like an 1807, so it was like, whoo. So yeah. All right, time to cut it off, guys. 3, 2, 1, and submissions. All right, let's get cracking with this. Start talking about the board. All right, so he posted an 1807 last time and posted an 1810 this time, but that's not altogether bad because you'll see there's some difference. So let's talk about it in the order he attacked, or as well. Anyway, we'll start bottom front. All right, Malgus, BSF, Malik, Sass, and Sith Marauder was a 63. DR, Treya, Nihilus, Savage, Talon. So I just yoinked that right off of Aesop's last defense. I was like, this is not altogether unsatisfying. And I saw that he used Inquisitors to take out my Savage lead with Treya, Nihilus, Scion, and Talon, I want to say. That's what he did last time we fought. So I thought I'd try this team and see. The win rate was suggesting that Inquisitors was not really going to have a problem, but it's like, I already know what he's going to do if I leave Savage there, and I really didn't want to put anything else there in its stead. So Seer, Malicos, Cal, Crew, and Fulcrum, he took out for 64. I wonder if that was still Gidme. 64 is a pretty good score. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I guess you could 64 with. And then Classic, Gas Rex, Arc, Echo 5s. This is with a little bit of armor penetration, but crucially, it's the potency level 3, so that regardless of how much tenacity is baked into a CLS team, if you take CLS against gas, you're going to have people getting dazed, and that's not good for you. So whatever he did, I don't think it was that, and he got a 59 on it. So woo! That was the lowest attack below a 63 on that wall. So yay! All right. In the back here, I tucked 3 GLs. This is pretty unusual for me. I don't usually set 3 GLs in the back. He might have expected I might have full cheesed him. You know, he could have expected that. I wonder how he felt after he got that 59 on gas, because that was actually his first attack on the wall. So, but anyway, it isn't as bad a situation as he thought, I think. Ray, L3, RJT, Sortie, and Swolo. He got everybody but Ray on the first go, and then cleaned up Ray for 41, total of 45. Lord Vader, Maul, Thrawn, Royal, and Candy. So he got a 64 on it, but I don't think he did it with Fennec. I mean, I guess you could. It depends on how really unfortunate you become. Anyway, I set the Candy there because he's using Zam as well, so he's relying on just raw speed to outrun that character. So it goes Lord Vader, Maul, then the next character who's supposed to trigger Maul to do the pushes. They're counting on outrunning that character, the one that goes right after your Maul. And if they can do that, they get out in front, no problem. Easy peasy. You just snipe out Maul. Actually, I don't know if Maul's exposed, so I guess you probably snipe out Royal, and then just do the do. He's got enough stats on his cron that he uses with Fennec that he can endure the onslaught from Maul. Anyway, I'm hoping he didn't Fennec that. That's why I go on and on about it, because it's like, man, if you still Fennec that, that's... All right, Leia, Drogan, R2, Krex, and Baze. Decided to mix it up a little bit. having Krex here. I had Krex with gas when I last fought Aesop. I think he got a 64 on it, so I was like, not really satisfied with concentrating those resources that way then. So we tried this, and he got a 65. So, So, yeah, thank God for that ray drop. We'll just say that. I'm sure he used new bow. New bow. New bow on... Oh, Lord Vader. Yeah. Okay, I'm cool with that if that's what he did. Yeah. I think you're right about that. Ooh, yeah. That is an interesting one. I have to think about that. Yeah. I see what he's doing, the tricky bastard. Okay. No, that's good. I'm satisfied with that. All right, top side. Finn, Zori, Resistance Hero Finn, Rose, and OG Poe. He took out for 65. Dash, Hondo, Queel, IG-11, and Vandor was 59. Saw, Kara, Kyle, Wedge, and SRP was 65. Qui-Gon Jinn, JKA Cam, Kel, and Plo was 63. It's okay, I guess. If he used DTMG, that's lower than his last DTMG score, so call it a dub. All right, so the good news is he dropped a total of 38 banners over squads. And that's where the good news ends. Here on Fleet, Leviathan, I'm assuming it was Chimera, and an extraordinary score, 73. Oh, 73 is really unlikely for Chimera. I mean, I think I've done it once or twice, but that's a rare outcome. So it would be, it's either Chimera or Leviathan Mirror. Malevolence, 69. That's a Negotiator almost gone bust. So that's a fabulous bleed right there. And then Executor, he got 72. So I went back to triple attacker here since I think he's also saving Profundity to make sure that he can clear me. Because I think he rightly reads that if he's going to lose a good amount of points on me, it's going to be with something to do with Fleet. And if he's going to play it mostly safe, that's going to serve him well. And he one-shot everything here. So Executor, he got 72. That's very nice. All right. Yes, I've auto all Lord Vader with that bow team. All comps. I wonder what you'll think, Jeffsky. I wonder what you'll think when we get to his bottom front. All right, well, anyway, let's cover his top front here, and then we'll spend the most time talking about bottom front. We'll look at these crons when it's time, when it's time to start working our way through here. But it's Qui-Gon, JKA, Kel, Cam, and Mace. I expect the same. DR Trey, Nihilus, Savage, Talon. That was nasty last time. We remember it fondly. You've got Saw, Chirrut, Drogan, Kara, and Kyle, which is just, yeah. All right, Finn, Resistance Hero Finn, Zori, OG Poe, and Rose. And we remember trying Mother Talzin last time, and it was going really well before it suddenly and very much was not going at all. So yeah, lesson learned. I mean, you are the Fleet King, game respects game. I mean, I took a risk last time I caught him out, and it was the risk that he was going to play me the way he played only one other match that I saw. And I was fortunate that I was right. And then I had, no crap RNG, so I appreciate it, Sweens, but, God, there's so much chance baked into Fleet, and, you appreciate the win, but I don't know if I dare think that it's like, yeah, that's right. I'm the closest thing to God you're ever going to meet at Fleet. It's like, nah, it's not like that. Because what happens when the dice do poop on you? What do you got to say to that? It's, oh, well, it doesn't count when I lose. Yeah. So, all right. So dig this. Unique comp. Damn. Sweens gets their respects as try. I give him his props, man. Don't be hating on Sweens. Sweens voted 1. Striker voted 2. Striker's counting against me. I see you. All right. EP, Mara Jade, Lord Vader, Thrawn, and Malik. Now, this is interesting. I don't think This character doesn't have Star Killer involved. So she's not going to be no 400 anything. She's only going to be 375. 375 is... Ooh. Does that work in my advantage? So I want to say that my armor is 365. So 395, right? Under Bo-Katan with the Omicron? Which would be faster than this. But I wonder if that's enough. Because you can see his intention. Like, we would have to use the mass assist from armor on Mara Jade, and Mara Jade would have to go down. Not now, but, like, right now. And I don't know if it's like that. I don't think we have enough upfront damage for that. What's going on, TJ? Yes. I traded that comp to Aesop for one of his. Pumped he's using it, says Canada Fett. Dig that, man. Yeah, all right. I look forward to fighting it here. But I feel like the intention is very much to deny Bo-Katan, which is okay. I wonder if it still could, though. What kind of cron are we dealing with? So a decent amount of stats and stacking defense. So stacking defense doesn't really mean a whole lot to Bo-Katan's team, surely. We've got so much offense off rip. So what does that mean? If armor is 395, we go first. We mass assist. But then what happens? She's not going to get stunned. None of our... Oh! It would call Grogu and could apply ability block. Yeah, there's nothing that says that they couldn't be ability blocked. Does he have a crap ton of tenacity on her? That would be kind of smart for this application. No, just very ordinary. Okay. Just a ton of prot, yeah? Yeah. That's pretty damn good. Can you just DTMG this? So, turn meter gain team. Geez, I don't know. You think so? Because like, isn't it going to be really bad for us when Thrawn goes ahead and locks down DTMG? Because you know DTMG is going before Storm's going, right? And I don't think Storm's taunting until I think DTMG goes. No, wait, I think something in his leadership says tanks get taunt off rip, right? What you got here, bub? Gains or loses turn meter or a bonus turn. Wow. Whenever an enemy gains bonus turn, they lose 10% defense and offense. I mean, I can see the route to this. This is kind of exciting. Whenever DTMG uses a special ability, all allies gain 10%. Yeah, we know about that. Takes a turn. Gain 1 stack of insight. So, the first time each other. Now, let's do DTMG gains 100% TM. So, with shock on us, we wouldn't be gaining TM. We'd have to have ourselves cleansed. But, how fast are we? What is this again? Yeah, this isn't a speed gain thing. I want to say my Gideon is like 372. $371. So definitely too slow to be ahead of Mara Jade. I wonder, do you think that I feel like if we get shock on us, that's bad. Okay. We also lose 10% TM. I see. Okay. I feel like if you're not ahead of her, though, can't she... Are you not worried about getting lapped? What do you think about that, Overcasted? You worried about getting lapped? That's an interesting one. Anyway, we can discuss the other teams that we have to face, because there are some other interesting comps here. So you got Rey, Swolo, Cal, Visas, and Xeris. Knowing that I really have been leaning on JMK to deal with Rey for quite some time now, this is kind of awful to deal with, right? Like, you want to ideally execute Cal, because then it makes doing meaningful damage to the rest of these characters way easier. But if you do that, unless you're using no revive, Visas will bring them right back. And then you'd still have to pound your way through Visas. Then you could go after Rey, but it'd be better to go after Xeris. Damn, that's crazy. That is a crazy team to go about that way, right? I feel like if you're going to use Bo-Katan against Rey, this is probably not the one to do just because of this Cal Visas thing. Because Cal's still the guy you'd want to kill first. But you're going to have to kill Visas first, I guess, in that case. Which is going to be challenging with Cal alive. I don't know, man. That looks grody. So I'm thinking I can Starkiller it, though. How do you feel about that? I'd say it was about a 50% win rate when I looked at it last week. But the ones where it won, it had a cron not dissimilar from one that I had. It's a stacking defense level 6. Some high crit damage on it. It's not bad. Makes the Malgus counters drop a lot. Yeah, absolutely. And I really was thinking about doing that going into this round. But you'll notice that I didn't have Slacker on defense this time. I did last time. And honestly, there's no... People are saving JML to deal with that Slacker Ufu comp. And it has no problem with trivializing it. If you're careful about what you're doing, it can have Visas, it can have whatever. You're going to get through it just fine. But, yeah. I didn't like how cheaply he took out Slacker. So, I kept it. So we have that as an option. I don't really like it as an option for... maybe anything but this EP team. And I was honestly thinking about doing it here. But if you guys think that there's some legs to that, my worry is that if you were going to DTMG it, I feel like you want to do the rip. You want to rip Mara Jade. You don't want Mara Jade to go, right? I mean, they're going to gain all this turn meter, though, and then they're going to lose all that offense, right? And then they're going to keep losing offense and stuff. But we may... we're not really going to get turns unless people start to die. And then DTMG gets a bonus turn, or gets 100% turn meter. But if he's stunned, he just loses that turn. I don't know. Fredsy on Submaster Task, I see you're taking on Aesop this round. Yes, sir. That's why I'm actually streaming it. Every time I'm having one of these 4.5 million accounts, I'm not going to waste anybody's time. If it makes you feel any better, though, I posted a 1900 on the last Lobby account I fought, so that was a fun little personal achievement. Don't think I've ever pushed a number quite that high. But otherwise, there's really nothing to talk about, right? So I'm just not going to stream those. So here we are, yes, back in the saddle with Aesop. And I believe that Barator is the other large account here in our bracket. And I expect that, if I win this, I'll fight Aesop. Or fight Barator. And if I lose this, I think I get another Lobby. So either way, I think I still get to be 2-1, but who cares about score, right? Who cares if you go 2-1, 3-0? What does it matter? You could be top 100, top 200 next week. It's a clown show. That's why I have the clown music playing at the start of the stream. But yeah, I can't stand confidently behind that as a counter, but I do wonder because it seems like a lot of counter mechanics. Yeah, in the sense that DTMG is very strongly anti-turn meter gain, I really do see that. Slacker with sisters versus Rey. Slacker with sisters versus Rey. Slacker, Daka Zombie, Hux Red. So you would stab. You would stab Ben. You try to keep Ben on lock. And then we can just kind of focus on getting Leia and Ben down. Or sorry, Rey and Ben down. Because nothing can be revived. That gets killed by Slacker during his turn. If he kills something when he's getting called to assist, it doesn't count. Learned that before. Can't stand confidently. Yeah. I don't know about that. Anyway, so that's an interesting one. Now you got JMK Gas, C-3PO, Cat, and Fives. I feel like I'm just going to straight up JMK this. You know what, though? I was also thinking, I don't see why I couldn't Inquisitor it still. Technically speaking, he's going to give Taunt out, right? Yeah, there it is. So Fives will be taunting off rip, but we'll be able to dispel that, right? It's not like he's GK, I think. I don't know. But the point is it's like, I guess we'd have, if we do have to blow him up first, oh, wouldn't that suck if that's the case? So the good news is that if we do Inquisitors here, once again, it's a set 11, so it's not a no revive. So I think Inquisitors is probably still pretty attractive, if I'm being honest with you. Leia, Cassian, Old Ben, Krex, and Chupio. So dig that. I get my second chance to take a swing at it with Jabba. Now, the lesson I learned chiefly last time that everybody was telling me was, you really just want to focus on Leia. You'll eat someone else off to the side, whoever you judge most important, that's fine. But the main focus would be to go after her. And what I did last time is that my thinking was I was just going to beat down Krex and eat someone else and quickly, work through the side pieces and deal with just her. Now, that was okay in the sense that when I did time out, it was just her. But she's still not nothing because, see, here's the thing that makes it interesting. This second wind is a nasty bit of business. This bonus to second wind. That is a nasty. So, let me go ahead. I've already had this instance of BlueStacks crash already, so let me go ahead and start a new instance because I'm not trying to bring that kind of evil on myself. Van Seal popping in. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Isn't 5 sacrifice only for 501st clones? Yes, but if JMK's taunt is extra sticky on 5s like it is on GK, whatever. I mean, then I'll go ahead and work, put torture on him if I have to. Ideally, I would be. Ooh, so that's an interesting point. If I put it on Cat, and then JMK just resets Cat, then it doesn't matter. And he will reset Cat. So maybe I do third on JMK if I can? Does that sound right? Yes, Task Force Aesop. Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic. Yes, man. I'm going to be seeing this man a lot. I think it's going to be the same couple three faces because we're going to be pretty closely grouped together in that we're, somebody's going to go 3-0 between like me, Aesop, and Barator, and then the other two of us are 2-1, right? So, something like that, right? Yeah. All right, let's get into this Jabba fight. I want that down and out of the way. Hopefully I don't make a big mess of it. I feel like Starkiller seems really attractive for this raid, guys. There's no tank to hem us up. The fact that Xeris is there to provide a healing threat is not relevant so long as I'm cautious to keep shock on everybody. Can't use Emperor Palpatine's middle because it will take shocks off of shock targets. And that's a trap that, like if you do that and then they get to go for whatever reason, like it just so happens that Xeris has a turn upcoming and she's able to heal, that's very bad. Very, very bad. But I think that Starkiller could do this, which would be the first time in a while. How would we play it? I feel like you would just you'd want to use Cleanse on Rey first. You'd want to use Mara Jade's middle there to get the CI off. And then we're going to just work the system to kill her, right? But see, this takes upon this turn. Yeah, if we do this at the wrong time, we can be in real trouble. Random defeated ally, bruh. So we would have to have her not at full health. That is something that could be relatively easily done. Anyway, doing Jabba here, we don't have to make any other choices. We know what we're doing. Got a shout out to Van Seal here, man. So how did the round go, man? How did it go? Sorry I didn't ask earlier. Where you at? All right. There's Homegirl. Yeah, this is just such a boo-boo cron. That is a damn shame. All right. Not a lot of armor pen, which isn't greatly to our advantage, but there's a lot of health here. What is it that we did last time that was wrong? Well, I think we want to put third directly onto Leia. That helps, yeah, because then she's not able to get her buff thingy, and that helps her charge her ultimate. So let's just go ahead and pursue what I've been told is the right way. Okay. So see, the tenacity up is kind of dangerous here. Or tenacity down, because then I could get ability blocked. I don't really feel all that. Nonetheless, we're about to get days, and I can't do that to myself. So we're gonna have to take our lumps here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. See, yeah, maybe that was a mistake. Should have put that out there. All right, let's do this. Okay, back on, stay on target. Okay. Work the system, boys. Yeah, that's okay. It's not my favorite outcome, but it's an acceptable one. All right, ult's good. Ult's good. That's good, people. Yeah, all right, I see you. I understand what you're saying. Okay. I gotta say, I'm not impressed with how much life she's not losing. Dude, that is bum. I don't care for that at all. You weren't supposed to do that. You're really stopping me from putting those armor shreds on her. What have I done? It'd be better for me if you died, I guess. Okay. Just dispelled all my crap. I see you. Bruh. I'm not going to apply the armor shred on you. You're not the guy for that. Probably gonna eat your ass though. Soon. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll eat you. 3 minutes, first ult. Alright, I mean, it's not the worst scenario. Can we get that extra turn back, though? Yeah, we still can't get around this fucking taunt. Did I bone myself or what on that? Deflected. Eat my ass. Alright, no more of this. Let's go. Lots of turns now, if you would kindly. Yes. Make with the ass whoopings for the first time. This is embarrassing, damn. Now we're getting proper turn meter rolling. This is good. That's fine. Piss off. Okay, that's good. Big slaps, big hits. That's good. 2 minutes. Shock. Maintain shock. Stay on target. Yeah, okay. That second wind shit's gonna be annoying. I can feel that in my bones. Chupio's gotta go. You're killing me. Back over. Stay on target. Maintain this. We learned our lesson. I mean, you won't catch me doing that shit again. Boy, did we lose a bunch of time there. Still a chance. We could be legit, though. Come on now. Kill this big piggy bitch. Yeah! Damn. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, okay. So, even with all the time lost stuck on old Ben, this was pretty forgiving as long as you actually stay on your girl. Let that be a lesson to me. There it is. Bye-bye. Use Embo Basic to dispel old Ben if needed. I think I got the first dispel when I needed it. From him assisting once. And then when I was stuck... Yeah, no, I think I might have screwed that up. So I think you got a fair point. Regardless, it was still forgiving. 65. Alright, so we've already avenged one of our most shameful errors from last time. We will take that. Now, if I use... I wonder. So JMK can take care of Ray, but it will be hard. JMK can certainly deal... Well, GI, I don't feel like is... Ooh! GI could be good there, but I'd rather use GI against this. Yeah, DTMG, I see you getting fractured. I see people getting mallicked. This might even be for that, right? You're going to be critting all over the place, getting feared. Yeah, I don't think I want to take that the risk with doing that DTMG suggestion, but I like the idea. I see where you're coming from with it, so. All right, we got to make a decision. I don't think... Inquisitors could maybe take this on. We know it already takes on Starkiller. We know how we can shake the debuffs. This ultimate charge is going to take forever to come. Fear can slow down our team. We have a lot of critical strike built into Inquisitors. So that could be a problem. For that reason, he would need to go pretty soon. We would be faster. So what does that mean? If we are faster... But we're not faster than Lord Vader, so we would be doing ability block first, but you're not guaranteed to land the ability block. However, we've got some potency. And they would have... No, wait. I think it's dependent on them having so many stacks of Purge and then they can't resist the ability block. So there might be some legs to this idea. How do you work, lady? Recovers protection or gains prot up. Damn, this is so good for JMK. All right, we are going to do JMK again. So his composition for JMK last time was JMK Cat C3PO Ahsoka GK. And he was willing to sacrifice gas here on the gamble that this would complicate that. I'm hoping he's wrong. All right. So what are we going to do here? Wilco79. Yeah, that was a good suggestion, man. I appreciate that. That's a good one. CZ Plop, first time chatter as well. Hello there. I remodded my geos. Can you look if this is a better regarding Watt's mission? Because last time with worse mods, I got only 3 turns, and I'm planning on getting the second Zeta on GBA. I mean, I usually... I think I have a channel point redemption for a roster review item, I believe, right? I don't mind cutting out some time for that, but if you do want to talk to me off stream, just get on my Discord or send me a DM, you know? Here's my Discord. Yeah, it is an interesting comp. I feel like it's with the intent of denying me Inquisitors, and I'm hoping that it does not. So, in terms of what I need for defense, if I do Slacker up top, or if I do Slacker versus that Lord Vader thing, crit damage is pretty important, but that defense would be kind of wasted. I don't think we need that kind of defense. We could use this for this team. They're going to have the offense up, they're going to have the buff level 3, so high defense would do pretty damn well. Ufu stacking. Now this is significantly less crit damage. It's only 60%, and I think the one I usually use is 117. A lot less defense, though. Let's think about this. So it's 50% less crit damage. But we start off with much more defense. And if you're going to lose someone, you're going to lose them early. Just from an assist call or some random shit. But the way I recall playing this last time, they really didn't get to do anything that mattered, so... And if they execute somebody, it's going to be Reva, and she's going to come back, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think ending people is probably the best move. So, with C3PO Basic... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gas Basic is still... isn't he still going to reduce max health? Even though he's not the leader? Yeah, there it is. It's a unique. So that's going to happen regardless. This could be part of the strategy, if he does chop down. And I wonder, if Reva comes back off this, does she come back with the lowered max health? I would expect possibly, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do this again, because there's only 38 banners of drop that he's dropped across the whole squad defense, so we got to hope that this works right. We open with the ability block and go from there. Oh, 2806 Fabi says, yes, she does. So he's saying, yes, if she comes back, it's going to be with the reduced max health. So it's not for nothing. Same with Zombie. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is the next closest example. That's fair. Does she... gas prevents revives when it's gas lead, right? I want to say it's the... All units can't be revived as a feature of gas leadership. So we're okay on that. And I guess he's made bulkier by having 5s there. So if you're thinking to get rid of him quickly, that might be tough. But he doesn't have all this crap. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, but this clause doesn't work because it's a condition that if all allies are 501st. So that's nothing to worry about either. All right. This team has really strong offense. If I lose anyone... All right, so what we want to do is prolong the first life of Reva as much as possible. If she gets executed, that's fine. What's important is that she's not beaten down. So I think we actually do want to take that higher defense one. It's less crit damage, but I feel like I'm not going to regret having the higher defense here. Let's go. No, you're all good, CZ. It was a good observation. And if I had thought that it was on, you know, anyway, like, there could be a problem if I allowed it to be. We do the ability block first. We learned that last time. And we're going to stick to the script. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, he's going to have that shit for a minute, too. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay. So what's going to happen now? You're going to reset somebody. He's going to get cleansed. Gas won't get it, I think. And you're still ability blocked. So let's just do this for now. No! I'm so sad, though. That was really very sad. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. JMK is about to go. We don't need the cooldown reset at this point in time. And there's that first stack of Confuse. So now we don't get to have more buffs up on Reva. Reset went to who? Went to Cat. Yep. This is going to miss because of the foresight, but I can't take the risk of not having this right now. I need the buffs so everybody else gets moving. We need this wagon train moving. There we go. Now we're finally starting to cut in. How y'all doing? Yellow. Come on, get the fuck up. Welcome back. Okay. So, we need... Ooh. Now we're starting to enter the danger zone. Also, JMK's about to go again? Yeah? Awesome. He's about to heal this guy, isn't he? No, we survived that. Ooh. Yeah, that's the bad times. We don't want that. Can't gain buffs, but you can gain your prop back, and we'll take it. Okay. Whoop his ass. I mean, if you're going to be out here like that, then please, get the hell out of my house. No, stop that. Oh, she had death mark too? Oh, it was hidden. Very, very sneaky. Still, we're already on you, so yeah, get. Come on now, stop with the counterattacks. That's no fair. Nobody likes you for that. Alright, get him. Still got death mark, right? Yeah, I think I see it lurking back there. Alright. Mole. 2 minutes. I feel like having that higher defense is okay. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. All these ability blocks kind of suck, but what you going to do? How much friggin' potency must he have on JMK for that to be the case? Because, like, damn, I don't get to a land ability block with this kind of certainty, do I? I'm glad that gas is gone, because that can be... Bro, this is straight up ridiculous. Stop this horse shit. That's fine, just heal her. Nah, I can't even be an asshole to you, but I can DI myself, so I'll take them on that run there. Minute 48. Oh, man, we got a lot of work to do. No, stop that. You get. Boo. Bro, you gotta actually stop the doing of shit. You're getting on my nerves with that. Yes, okay, finally. Can we get back to the script, please? Could GI actually take a turn before the end of time? Let's get an armor shred on the boy. Oh, okay. I thought it was missing or something. Alright, so the banners are questionable. The 62 will do. .62 is still a one-shot, and we still use the same team. We didn't get a 65, though, so fair enough. That was a pain in the ass towards the end there. Damn. Alright, yeah, Ray. So, like, JMK is going to be pretty painful to do this. If we take out... You want to... Yeah, so what we'd have to do is make sure that Visas is sufficiently beaten down such that if we execute Cal... Man, I don't feel that at all. I really feel like Starkiller is a stronger way to go. And if that's indeed the case, then what a come up it is to save JMK. There's not a lot of data on this composition. What did I find? What did I find? Yeah, somebody did it. That was Division 1, yeah. What else are people doing? JMK is a 16% win rate on this Ray, man. Yeah, nah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. All right. So we're going to go on a wild ride. Ideally, we are going to kill Ray and Ben. And, oh man, this is a mess. We have to make sure that Visas is really well contained. How do we do that, man? So it's like you gotta kill Visas first. So we're gonna dispel Ray, and then we're just gonna get moving. We have to whoop her ass. Cal's gonna cleanse. That sucks. I don't feel that at all. I think we're gonna use tank-wise. It's a fine question. Well, if somebody gets executed, then there's nothing to save them, so that's fair. Jedi-wise, it would be either Mace or Old Ben, right? Old Ben is available. The advantage of Old Ben over Mace is that he can ability block all enemies, which is nice. So she gets a bonus turn and her cooldowns are reset, but she doesn't get insta-dispelled. Check Cron. Would Shock prevent Visas getting to full health for Revive? Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Because she gets a bonus turn and her cooldowns are reset. It doesn't heal her or anything like that. So as long as you have her below full health, you'd fulfill the condition for denying the Revive. Nevertheless, it feels like a bad idea to run Mace here, because you really do need more than one ability block, right? Like, we don't need Visas doing anything. We don't need Cal doing anything. We don't need Old Ben doing anything. It'd be nice to ability block Ray, but usually she's got enough tenacity where she'll resist some of it. But, man, having these two sides locked down, that would be a pretty damn big deal, to be honest. So, health-wise, health is the biggest fuel. Now, see, this is a very defensive cron. I don't care for this purpose. Why did I sort that? We need crit damage. Crit damage will be the essence. This one is less crit damage. Let's think about this now. We could use this with Slacker. 117% crit damage. But the advantage of health is huge. There's a lot of synergy there, and with the protection, that gives us more life total than defense, which we're stacking anyway. But life total is your only defense against true damage, which is Ray's ult. Alright. This could get pretty unhinged. I feel like the right move is to go in on Visas. There's a decent amount of health taken away because at the start of Visas' turn, Barris heals her a little. Not if she has shock. Not if Visas has shock. The reason why this is going to work, if it works at all, is by maintaining shock. Now, this guy has a cleanse, and that's a pain. Dispel all debuffs on target ally, and they recover 45% health, you see. Man, wouldn't it be sick if we could? Man. If we can keep him locked down and ability blocked and stuff, we'll be cool. But if he gets to go and he gets to heal her or cleanse her, we're going to be in some trouble. So how's this got to be? You can't go after Ray and Ben directly because you can be punished by Visas. I mean, saying that you're going to maintain Visas at a low point below full health is something when you're trying to buy yourself like a turn or two. It's not a, you know, it isn't something that you believe you can maintain. Because there's a couple things on here that can do that. Like, even though Xeris wouldn't technically be able to heal Visas with her special, it would be equalizing out health, which would certainly be enough to bring her to 100% health. And, yeah. So I feel like it has to be her first. Once she's dead, it's got to be a hard pivot to Ray and Starkiller. Basically, after the early part of the fight, the value of Old Ben goes down. Mace can take turn meter, he can call assist. Mace really brings a lot to this party. So it's really an all-in on the AoE ability block, which I don't think we need if we're doing this right. Like, Mace isn't going to be impeded by any kind of taunt. The protection's good for him, too. He has quite a bit of stats. Are these efficiency battles getting annoying at the top yet? Says Balter OP, first time chatter. I think fighting great players like Aesop with such a short period in between is annoying because I'm not really able to have a lot else developed and learned by the time I fight him next. And since I'm always going to be at some type of resource disadvantage, mostly Datacron here at this point versus Aesop, I like being able to get more intelligence from having more time between, one of like these top matches. Other than that, efficiency is like it's a meta that comes and goes, right? Depending on the Datacron. So I accept that. I don't prefer it, but I also don't resent it because it's going to come and go anyway, whether you like it or not. Like, you may as well learn to play it and push yourself to learn how to play it well because it's happening. It's going to happen anyway. So, like, you probably just want to get used to that. Okay. So, how are we going to do this? It's just got to be to the script. If we do it like this, man, I saw only win rate for Old Ben. And I can see why. All right. Here we go. We're going to go after Visas first. It's an all-out assault on Visas. Man, I hope we can maintain that ability block. But we only get one chance, man. If she whirlwinds us, we are just up the shit creek, man. I mean, we can take a couple, but it's... EP's a G like that. That would be good. Yeah. All right, we're going to do it this way. I still like Plo for reasons over Mace, but Mace could be good here too. Don't like Ben that much here. It really is all about the AoE ability block, and denying them the ability to take a turn in the first place is pretty neat. Like, where they can do that. To your point, we get to reduce max health with Mace. We get to have selective, consistent ability block. There's some serious advantages here. Why didn't I see any... I guess that's a fair question to ask, is why didn't I see any with Mace? Saw Plo. Oh, I did see one with Mace. It lost. Man. Your best win rate for best banners was Old Ben. The next one down was no tank at all. It was using Ayla Sakura instead. Oh, for stun. Nah, I don't like it. I'll just take Old Ben. All right. The only other choice to consider is going to that 117% Datacron, but it starts off, yeah, it has 35%, which is more than what this one has. What it doesn't have is any health on it, so we'd have 20% less health. That means less Star Killer ultimate. I don't know that I like that. All right, we're going to roll the bones on this one. Is there a safer alternative that I might have entertained? I don't think JMK. Seer was a 40%. Slacker is only a 50%, but there's only 2 attempts seen last week. Slacker Malicos is 100% on 1 attempt for 52 banners. That is gruesome. So if this works, it's going to be like 63 something. Yeah, we got to go after Visas. Let's rip it. Okay. All right, we know that we want CI off of her ASAP. Yeah. Go after you. All right, now that's off. Gotta get to stepping out here. Why did she really gain TM, so to speak? What cleansed everybody? You know, we'll see what happens now. Okay, that's not the worst outcome. We gotta hustle up. Can't sit and think about any one thing too long. Road. Where are my turns coming from? Yeah, you lady. Where's the turns? Let's have the turns. As in, whoop this one's ass. You can lose turn meter. You can lose turn meter almost immediately after this. Yeah, let's give her just that little bit more. Send her mom back. Keep to the script. Visas, Visas, Visas. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Okay, so if she should get another turn, which I'm hoping we don't have happen, we'll go ahead and keep shock on you. There's no reason to not have that. Shipping and receiving department's already here. I don't see any reason to do anything crazy there. Would be kind of cool to set this up, though. Okay, that seems like a good choice. Hard to feel too bad about that. Where are we at with Visas' next turn? Yeah, okay. Well done, lady. Okay. This is a good one. And yeah, this boy's gonna slap now, right? Okay, that's important. That's critical. Make with the process, my dude. It's by inflicting debuffs on targets that didn't already have it. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to out-turn meter her to her ultimate. Unfortunate, but we will deal with ultimate 2, Electric Boogaloo. You can still be debuffed, so I will have that. Yes. We'll save these until, ooh, she can actually do stuff coming soon to theaters near you. Ability, or shock there? Yes, that feels good. This lady's about to go start doing stuff. Let's have it, Leia. Or Ray. Oh, we gotta get him shocked again. Yeah, that's acceptable to me. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're chilling off this. 2 minutes. Man, that sucks. That don't feel good at all. And she is just Stone Age slow. Thought you should know. You're back up to full health. Just fabulous. Absolutely love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. Love it. Come on now. 2 minutes. How fucking long are you going to stay in this ultimate? It's like a solid 60 seconds here for you, lady. Get the fuck out of this. Okay. Now, hear me out. I need you to do nothing. Ever again. For any reason. So first, you get staggered. I guess we have to take those off of you. You just have to absolutely frickin' go, lady. You know what? We're going to take the risk in going after Ray now because it's 1.5 minutes. I can't risk this going real bad. I really can't take that risk, though, because she'll just fuck me up if I let it happen. This has got to be the move. This is the time. Rip it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. Just basic here, I guess. Yeah. People gonna go bye-bye. Go after you, then. Minute 13. That was not a terrible decision, Tass. You'll be able to clean this up, probably. Whirlwindo. Yes, this one, please. Basic. Basic, basic. We really want him to go, so I'm not going to do the stagger, if at all possible. Okay, this is your moment for him to go bye-bye. Yeah, okay. This is a good one. Okay. She's almost there. Really don't want to have this happen. No, that was what we were trying to avoid specifically, boys, is that outcome. Okay, now we really gotta hurry. Auto basic, just auto basic. I think auto basic is the only way. 20-something seconds, and she's gonna sit in here for like 10 years. Okay, do this. Almost there. Stay on target. 1, 2. Fuck. Come on, man. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. It's not the worst outcome. Not the best outcome either. Now that's eminently cleanable, so I'll treat it as such. So where did that go wrong? I mean, the choice to get down Visas was right, I feel. I guess after the first Ray ult, it would have been prudent to work on Cal a bit. Because if we could have gotten him to DI, then on that turn where I finally did do Starkiller's ultimate, he might have gotten swept out. Might have. Because he was pretty healthy there throughout that fight. So these guys are both, like, comically low. We'll think about how to deal with that later. We'll know we'll get through it. Slacker. This... What's going to be good against this? Banners, eyes. Okay, that's fine. Feels expensive. So JMK could clean it up expensively, or JML, but we need to save JML, anticipating Slacker in the back. So the 20 banner, or the 38 banners becomes 18. That's the only gap between our squad clears right now. Yikes. I was right to not use that higher defense cron, though. Well, you know what? It would have had more crit damage on that one, though. So maybe it would have hit just a little harder, and that might have made a difference. So maybe that cron could have also been different. Let's think about that. So it's 2+. Comment. 1 drop. 1. Killed. Thesis. Xeris. After Ray's first ult, probably should have focused on... I don't know, man. I feel like the way that we focused was pretty important there, but I maybe should have focused. I'll go back and watch that later. Maybe should have focused on getting DI from Cal, because then SK ult may have killed him. We must think about that. All right, Slacker, First Order versus this should be sufficient. So, how many turns are really going to get taken? That's the thing, is that we can't stop Lord Vader from going at least once. So we know that we would be losing protection banners on this. Is there anything super duper clean? EP Mara J Lord Vader. There's very little. Oh yeah, Malik. Oh, all right, somebody threw that in there already. Malik and was it Grand Admiral? It is. So JML, Hoda, Jedi Cal, JKL, and JKR. One battle last week, 64 banners. Very high protection cron seems to get the job done. The high banners are pretty key. If I end up seeing Slacker in the back, it would be better banners, I think, that I use Slacker here and then have JML to properly deal with Slacker. Because, yeah, this is probably as good as it's going to get banner-wise. We'd want Faust, and I feel like we'd want Fu as well, because this is about that double swipe and putting people down quickly. So, crit damage, I guess we'll make use of that one cron now. It's the lowest defense, but the highest crit damage. Is there anyone that we could run without? I mean, you could maybe say red, but why take the risk that you don't get what you need? And then that added cleanse can be useful. Baltor OP, I personally like Datacrons. They change the game every 3 months, keeps it from getting stale. Yeah, I've long since come around to appreciating what Datacrons bring to the game. Yeah. It's making sure that you're not caught out at the beginning of threes when you only have 1 week worth of grinding on the new set. That's pretty key. Alright. Bro, people are just blowing up my Instagram right now. It's crazy. Right. So one drop in, man. Alright, so who's got to go? So the thing is that it would be ideally her that's got to go. You're going to spread a whole bunch of debuffs. What I super don't need is any type of fracture shit, but you getting to do anything at all is also highly lame. So what I'm going to do is stab you, even though I would much prefer, much prefer, yeah. Swipe, and swipe. Okay, yeah, that's gonna cost me, that's for sure. I feel like it's much better to go after Lord Vader at this point. Feels like it's pretty deliberately harmful to go after, what's his name? I guess aside from a good stab right here, right? Because it doesn't really mean a lot to stab Lord Vader when you're not going for the killing blow. Yeah, we'll mass in. Some serious hits, not a lot of... Whew, that is grody, what that is. Wait for the dodge to return, then you'll wish you had these instead. Dodge is not a meta I miss, and you've got me there. Now, why did that just happen? There's something going on there. Why did that just happen? Why did he get a top off of some kind? I guess we don't really need to do this cleanse here, so we'll just keep it straight. And what was that about, I wonder? Here, we'll swipe here, take advantage. There's no reason to not take the money and run. There you go. Get on out. Alright. Man, we are just gonna whoop his ass. It's crazy. Let's get the group cleanse for you. Yeah, that's the stuff, my dude. Swipe. Dots expired. Dots expired. I thought that's a Darth Vader thing. To get healed off that. Not a Lord Vader thing. I guess I'm wrong. Some shit is wild out here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this swipe, actually, before. And then we'll go ahead and go. Ooh! Smack the shit out of him. Yeah, no, alright. 60 banners is better than advertised, I want to say. Yeah, there is no data about Slacker at that point. Yeah, 55 banners is what some comp of this did previously, so we'll consider that pretty solid. That's a 60. I will take it. Not great. So now it goes from 18 to 14, right? 14 banners of gap. So we'll have to be really clean on this, whatever this is. He only had that 1-2 shot, and then he was just sterling otherwise. I look forward to using DTMG up there on Qui-Gon. Sith Eternal or Slacker was really my plan for dealing with this Darth Vader, or sorry, Darth Revan thing. But what do we got? I mean, we have JMK, so we have a bonus option. So the question is, what's it going to cost us to get through Rey there in the end? I can do some sorting to see if there's any good data here. JMK. Wow, JMK lost to this? How did you lose that? Real talk. Whoa, that was... Whoa. Oh, that's actually pretty smart. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Okay, so somebody did Aphra. Somebody did JML. Yeah, we can't afford to use JML. I guess JMK seems pretty expendable in this sense. To make sure that we get through it. Leia, Starkiller, Jabba, C. C has just, terrible banners. JML, Maul Mandos. Can't do it, but interesting. Entrench. And now we're off into the 0% Winland. So it seems like it will be JMK. JMK, Cat, we have Mace. Mace is good to keep with Jedi Cal. So we'll use GK. Oh, geez, what am I doing? Setting up for the wrong thing. Oh, man, it would have been nice to have JMK for that shit, though. In the back. Can't we figure this out? See, here's the problem is, if whatever I'm planning to do otherwise fails, then that might be all, folks, right? Bo-Katan could get this done. That was his Lord Vader team. Bo-Katan Bo-Katan can run roughshod over that. And there isn't enough data about Bo-Katan to suggest what that is. You know, we could just run afoul of whirlwinds when they're all low like this, though. So what would you like to do about it? You think Mon Mothma has a case here? I wonder. What's sorted on here? What do we got on here? We don't need that. Give me more. Matter of fact, turn off GL. Has attacking GL? No. What is this? Oh, sorry about that. Let me put up desktop view for you. JMK and expendable in the same sentence would have been wild a year ago. Yeah. I mean, that's why a lot more people with Bo-Katan I expect are going to be putting him on defense. I just don't feel like I can get away with that on these. So. No one tried Mon Mothma. That's the only thing I need sorted on. Alright, what if I open it up from Div 1? Are there any other things people got away with? Bossk? I don't believe you. Yeah, okay, so the short answer is no. So it's like use Aphra here or use JMK here. Now, 26. That was the third attempt. Oh, here's this. Should be 41. Jesus, what is that? Oh, yeah, there it is. That's like billion attempts later. Okay. Jeez. Jays. Well, I'll tell you what. It's better that JMK does this and wins than just straight up fails. So. I don't think we need Padme, do we? There's a chance that they could ult. Ideally, we would use Scoundrel no revive. But see, where somebody's timed out with gas is where you can't like pound through them. So it's like you still should probably execute Cal and just work through the others because they're not built for the business the same way. So we would have Ahsoka and who? If not Padme, then who? It would probably be Ayla. Padme is going to be used where? It would only be used with Gidme. We already intend to be doing DTMG versus Qui-Gon and try that for ourselves. So there's really no incentive for me to hold off on putting Padme in here. Now as far as damage goes, Scoundrel, no revive, I will take. Yes. So we'll take a Scoundrel. I guess Armor Pen's the biggest and best thing. Ability block, basic. No revive. This is probably the one. 21% armor pen. Yeah, this will do. Yeah, that's fine. This will do. 4 man should be enough, no, for banners. I'll take that bet. This should be fine. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to 3-man, but I saw the note there. Alright, so there's a heal. We wanted that to not really happen. Okay. All of this is actually rather unwelcome, if I'm being honest with you. Yes, let's get rid of that if you would kindly. Your reset, you are actually executable right here. That is crazy, man. So what are the odds that we get stuck on this old boy? I don't think we will. Let's just make sure that this is not a complication going forward. Yeah, that's fine. Shields up. This is fine. Let's get that on her. Let's start working your boy down over there on the left. Yeah, he'll go down just fine. That Cal execution was probably a good call. I don't feel bad about it. You have inspiration, but we're not really doing any TM gain shenanigans, so I'm not really worried about it. Go ahead and do that. That's fine. Still have to maintain this on you. Okay, we get to our ultimate nice and quick. Looks like she's still going to get a chance. We'll see. We'll see. We'll ultimate here. That. Okay, now you are open to being destroyed. Which is just great, because I'm open to destroying you. So it works out for everybody. Boo! Wait, you're not supposed to do that. Who told you could do that? You son of a bitch. Alright. Well, what's important is... I'll hit you shortly after. Oh, that's right. We didn't finish you with... I thought I did, though. I thought it was a no revive. Did I do it wrong? I wonder. Anyway, let's see if I can't learn this just right. Ooh! Please, don't do that anymore. That was awful. Don't do that. Oh my god. That shit hurt. Okay, there's the no revive thingy. Oof. And you gotta stop that shit. Alright, this is no revive. But do you come back? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, you don't come back. Well, 43 will have to do. See, we didn't have any Mace in there for ability block, but I feel like Mace is going to be better to have with Jedi Cal. So 2 plus 43. That's nice. Adds up to 45. So that evens us up with his drop in terms of banners. That's okay. We don't lose any more banners for that. And what have we back here? But what should appear before us? Oh! Novel Starkiller team. Ooh, look at this. Whoa, look at this. This is wild. Reva, Slacker, GI, Malicos, 7th Sister. Unaligned Force user stuff, eh? But it's only going to be for Inquisitors. Okay. So you're just kind of a guy on this team. So this is a Reva team. So it's a Reva Malgus team. So what makes the Slacker deadly is the presence of the Malgus, really. So if we do this, GI is going to be able to go first if we go in with JML. Okay. This is very interesting. It's not a Malgus level 9 either. Okay, so that's fine. So it's like you'd have to kill Reva over and over. Now Slacker would be... This could be like a Sith Eternal thing. And then we could shift JML to dumpster something else. Yeah. Starkiller with Fulcrum. This is a wild composition, bro. Darth Vader? Man, we'll look this up here real quick, and then we'll take a quick break and make our way through. So we're only about, what, an hour and a half in? Hour and 40 minutes in? And we got through the wall. Yay, us. All right, we got to look this up, though. This is wild. I really got to see about this. So, Malgus is Jedi Cal. We're good on that. Glad we planned for it. DV, let's do it. Here, let me drag this back over. Well, let me sort the team first. So DV, Starkiller, where you at? Where you at? Starkiller. Wow. This is a highly novel comp. What are the important parts of this? I would say Fulcrum. Yeah, nobody's concentrating resources in this way. So we won't get a lot of data here. But we'll have... So I'll filter it extra tight and see if we can't get some useful information. This is all of Kyber 1. So having sorted for nothing else, we see that CLS, Inquisitorius, and Slacker take this out. CLS, but that was a 43, so that means something completely aided. Yeah. So that means you did a Starkiller first. Okay, so we shouldn't plan on something of that kind. I feel like if you take JML into it, you are just asking for a heap of trouble. Let's unfilter the Kyber 1, just leave it on Kyber. Cleanups, no, thank you. Really? CLS still did it? That's got to be some wild shit, though. Yeah, okay. People... All right, what was the cron situation? Ufu stack damage. Yeah. All right. Defending Datacron, yes. Sir, what? Oh, I see. The 200% is not represented here. That means that all of these few counters worked when Ufu stacking was not there. Alright, so this is a dangerous duck. I think we'll assume to use Sith Eternal here then. If you use JML against Darth Vader, we could deal with this. How fast will Darth Vader be? So it'll be DV speed. Oh, shoot. This is a fast boy. Okay, 301 plus, and let's take the 70 for the Starkiller passive. Then we're going to get... This is going to be wild. So it's 8 for each Empire and each Sith and each enemy Rebel or enemy Jedi. So, yeah. So he gets 16 just for himself, plus 16. Empire And Sith, there are none others on this team. Jedi enemies. So if I'm using JML, that would be plus 40. And he would be effectively 427 on turn 1, which is still radically slower than JML. They can't be dazed or stunned, right? But they could still be ability blocked. Immune to daze and stun. Yeah, so it's going to be super critical to just deny him the opportunity to go. So, okay, so we will assign... Let's go ahead and pencil this in. So it'll be Bastila, Jedi Cal, that fulcrum could be dangerous. We have to control Lord Vader, or Darth Vader, kill Starkiller, and then kill Fulcrum. Fulcrum's really nasty. How are we going to do this? So, if we have JKR, we can go after our priority target. That'll be useful to us. We could also dispel the tank and move on with our life. So, yeah, that's why we want to build out the Jedi Cal team first. So, Bastila, JKC. Oh, shit. What did I do last time? Why do I need to sweat myself about it? I was satisfied with the way I did it. It was Bastila, Jedi Cal, Jolie, Hoda, JKL. Just fine. Now this one, DV, GK, 5B, SK, and Fulcrum. So JML, Grandmaster, JKR, can't have Hoda. Who can you have? You can have Shock. Who else? Xeris? Xeris is probably not bad. Who did I bring along with JML last time? Shock and Ayla is who I brought. Well, we won't get any value out of stun against that team, at least until Starkiller's dead. So, who else can help? Yeah, Xeris is fine. That might help us. And then... yeah, Reva. Jeez. 3S, SLKR. Ooh, yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, JML might have to rotate to this. 'Cause this is wild, actually. 3S, SLKR, GI, Malgus, and 7S. Is there any history for this? Like, can we entertain the notion? Yeah, that's my bad. So third sister, Slacker, Malika, my brother in Christ, something exists. Yeah, boy, got piped. JML, JKR, look at this. Yeah, somebody tried this JML shit, and it wasn't happening. It wasn't going down like that. I'll tell you what, boy. Now, however, this was a time out. They got 3 down. You were also disadvantaged. You had very little protection on your cron. No defense either. Interesting. So, GI would still get out, and he would get to Torture. Torture means you wouldn't be able to ability block off Rip. It also means your cooldowns are pushed back. So that means even if you swap back, you would have to like use both Jedi Cal there. Okay, I mean that's something to think about. Realistically, though, the only other option would be Didn't it say something? Jeez, man. That is wild, man. So Aphra can stay up top, right? Okay, Aphra can be where it is. What do we have that we didn't expect to have here? That DR Treya was supposed to be C. Now that DR team could be killed by other means. We should think about that real quick. Whoops, wrong one. So Aphra can get that job done. So it's Aphra. Okay. 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 Oh, all right. People used real seriousness on this team. So how do we proceed? So he probably used his Sith right there as well. Oh, I keep forgetting I have Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan here would be pretty bad, I think. So does that mean that Sith Eternal's really the answer? I feel like JML can work here. I think Bo-Katan can take on that Star Killer. Because what's going to happen? Okay. Yeah, actually, let's think about this. Like, Darth Vader's gonna go, and then he's gonna crush on his first turn. And then, you know, Bam's gonna poop stance, Bo-Katan's gonna cleanse everybody, AoE cleanse. And people are gonna start to die. We'll be able to ability block people with Grogu. I don't know. I think there's some real merit to that. The other alternative would be doing Bo-Katan here. But, like, I feel like you get closed out here pretty bad. I don't know if I dig this so much. What do you guys think? Any hot ideas? Arnold actually has to face Old Ben Leia, which seems to stop Jabba. Old Ben lead? Really? All the evasion, maybe, making a big difference. That's pretty smart. That's pretty damn smart, honestly. Okay, so there's like a Bo-Katan option. Bo-Katan could also be used, I expect, to get through Darth Revan there. So that's the choice I'll make when I come back. I'll sit on this and think on this here in the next couple minutes while I refill my drink, take a quick bathroom break. Be back like, 3-4 minutes. Appreciate y'all tuning in. How many folks we got here? Damn, 54 folks here on your Saturday afternoon. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Man, this is a good one though. All right, see you shortly. coming back. So anything with Sea League can be made to be very good banners. 64, 65 or the like. It's even possible to do it solo if you have enough armor to throw at the task. This wasn't even all that much armor, honestly. Interesting. That is interesting. C would certainly be the highest value there. C would also dispatch this Darth Vader team, right? Now C isn't even shown. Aphra. Why wouldn't Aphra deal with this? Aphra would. JML would certainly be sufficient for taking on a Resistance Hero Finn team. That's a fair point. Yeah, you make a good point there in the chat, Babu. If you set a Leia team with old Ben lead, you do open yourself up to JMK and whatever else does cooldown manipulation, right? So, very fair. Alright. Let's make sure our scheme is good here. Really eager to try this one, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. No, that's cool. And then you. We throw on the Cron. Now, I don't know how this is played. I mean, I assume. Let's think about it. You're going to have the offense debuff down, so that's what's supposed to let you survive all the kapow up here, right? I could double check, though. I could see how Aesop fought me. So he used it, and he used it with this cron. Okay, so there is a way. There is a way to get exactly this done. Let's give it a go. We are going to be pretty fast. I don't know if we're fast enough, but we're pretty damn fast. Okay, that's not that good. Okay, you can stop all that shit, bub. You're out here. Dispel debuffs, gain crit damage up. Speed up. So this is definitely the one to take. I don't think this does anything neat for me, but the AoE is hot. Yep, okay. That going out just then like that is pretty neat. Kel doesn't need to take any move, right? Okay, you can be locked down. Yeah, that part sucks. Okay, and now he is going to have that shit once again. Let's put this over here. See if we can't get one more turn out of him. Defense up would be pretty nice, but this is the revival move as well, which I expect. Yeah, I think the smart move here... I mean, if we can set his cooldowns back, I'm all for this. But he's going to get a bonus turn. How do you really want to play this one, Bubba? He'll get his second wind here. And you are going to concoct me with those buffs, so maybe we take that away from you. You do a kapow? Come on, do the kapow! There, thank you, asshole. Jesus, did that take too long. Alright, well, that's not really the droid we were looking for, but it is the droid we have. You there. Yes, good. Everybody has foresight. Who needs to go next? Cam, surely. His unique fuels the others. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so we would have to stretch this out for some time to maybe get the extra banners back, something like that. This will just miss. Okay, Days is spicy. I'm not really sure what the trigger is for them to be regaining prod as they are. Inflict speed down. This can't be evaded. This might kill him if I do this. So I'm just going to basic here, I think. Anything to stall for time? 64! Hey, we'll take that. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, wow, is that disappointing to have Qui-Gon so easily eaten. Alright, 64. Yeah, so I saw that CLS is good against Saw. That's a Saw joke. How was this accomplished? This is... Holy crap, what did I do to myself? Oh, well, it was on Kyber at all, I guess. Drogan, what did I specify that makes this so narrow? I didn't specify anything. What? What do you say? Saw, Chimera, Kara, Kyle, and Drogan. You're telling me don't nobody set this? Boy, don't you BS me. Show me anything. 66. Yeah, this is going back through all of time. Yeah. Alright, it isn't going to be too useful out this way. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, wait. I can just add the last one. Season 46 and season 48. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That saw is going to be something, isn't it? C would be pretty interesting there. So we have to really carefully think about how we're applying bow. We have to. This is the part of the game where we have to map out everything. So if the CLS thing can work, but is unlikely to work, that didn't even have a datacron on that team, man. I don't know about all that. Maybe C3, or maybe CLS is our backup team or something. So originally the plan was Aphra for Finn. I guess I hadn't thought to check about Finn. Grab you, div 1. He has a set 11 on. Buffs on 3. And that's what matters. So, season 48. Okay, this looks properly sorted. Yeah, Aphra 64, Starkiller 64, Imperial Troopers 64, CLS 33. How interesting. 33 on 6 battles. Yeah, it isn't all that great, is it? This is interesting, though. Yeah, this is a damage reduction, so we need to have that in the first place. Let's just check real quick if that's even a thing. Before we start running away with wild fantasy. So there's one damage reduction. We technically have the material to do this. Well, that's okay. That's all we would need, technically. So what does that mean for us? We would shoot first. I think that means that you plug Drogan, otherwise Drogan's just going to cleanse somebody. And then what? What is it that we do? You'd want to hustle your ass off. Probably to kill Saw, right? Isn't that what I learned the last time I tried to get cute against Saw? Is that I really just kind of need to go after him. So what we really need to figure out is where Bo-Katan goes. We know Bastila Jedi Cal is a lock, so that's cool. JML can go somewhere. Let's actually just write in what the other teams are and just have them on paper, and then think about how we're mapping this. So BKM, BAM, Paz, Grogu, and ARM. Okay. We'd have C Watt to do Treya or DR, Aphra for Finn, and then for third sister would be remaining. Okay. Must be careful. Reva Slacker. That's the toughest thing to figure out right now. Where's third sister? Yeah, so there was nothing about this anywhere. The composition is essential. You could argue maybe seventh sister is less essential for considering, but like, yeah, okay, so there you got it. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we have to risk doing Night Sisters again? Because if so, ooh. Night Sisters versus Finn? Yeah, I guess I didn't keep looking if there were any cool transfers off of Finn. CLS did look like an option, so I will transfer that note down to here. But yeah, where it did work, they had damage reduction, and where it didn't, ooh, why didn't this one work? Really? This was the first of them. Really? That's a dangerous lad. Well, now you're talking about... Yeah, now you're really talking about getting the smoke. Got a real stat disparity there. So this could work. I'd be willing to try this. Because a couple of these had no business being attempted. Night Sisters. Yeah, where this did work, it worked with what? Health steals, whatever. So this is just straight up. Wow. All right. Health steal, health. Not. I mean, some defense, not a ton. Damage. Yeah. I could see that for sure. Special offense. Dark side uses basic. The defense wasn't so helpful. Why wasn't the defense as helpful? Hey, there's my dumbass. Ah. So, I went with defense and health steal, which did little to face super high defense. So that's really the attribute of this, is high defense and crit damage. Defense and crit damage also lost here. Defense and critical damage. Okay, so when you're kitted for defense and critical damage, it doesn't look like the odds are good. Ah, see, this is... What are the attributes that made this one interesting? Some critical damage. Critical damage. Critical damage. 171% defense and 67%. I might have to try this way. We'll think about it. Reva, CLS, yeah. Tuscans? Honest and for true? You gotta be kidding me. There's only 2 of these. These are pretty moderate, bruv. Still, though, this is gross. How interesting is that? Sorted on for what all? That's in Div 1. There might be some legs to that one. This would be actually a really incredible upset if I could get this to work, and I don't believe I have any other hot plans for Tuscans. So, I think we might try that. Now, what's the win rate of that? What was the story of your boy? 2 wins. 12.2 versus a 14 Miller. Wow. That's decent. It's not the super high crit damage, so there's a chance you could endure, or not endure this. If, there's nowhere near enough damage on this like it is at higher relic. Now this one is real deal stuff though, but it doesn't have a huge punch of crit damage, right? You get to stabilize. So I take some risk that he just is going to open up and just slap my shit 6 ways to Sunday. But on the other hand, they gain a lot of turn meter. Turn meter means you ain't going nowhere. We get the opportunity to resurrect as long as Tusken Warrior does not get like completely ass blasted. It would be really cool to find out. Do I take the risk? That OB lead team folded so easily to JMK? Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. So the high health feeds into the benefit of our dots. But these guys are just going to sub-lap. All right. I think we need this to work to have the options that I want to have. Am I 100% on this? Because it's like, this is the moment, right? I think we lose it here if we lose it all. So C and JML are assigned. CLS is not. Darth Vader is going to be with Aphra, I think. Jedi Cal is assigned. Bo-Katan isn't really hard assigned. GG. You think there's... Nah, I don't know, man. I don't think I would trust Admiral Raddus to take on a team with Slacker in it. Now... Yeah, you can't outrun that GI, though. That's a pain in the ass. So how am I going to do that GI? Ooh. Yeah. So we could have damage reduction and just be out here slapping people shit with CLS if it works. We would get damage reduction and they would not. That's all true. That would be able to take a punch much better than this stuff. This is all very dangerous modded stuff. Let's do CLS here. I think Saw deserves a different solution, a better solution. Wasn't Saw gonna be... Oh, it wasn't gonna be Aphra, it was gonna be CLS. If we do Mother Talzin again, we could lose. Gotta be really careful here, man. This one has very few options, so Aphra can be used here successfully. We can keep that in mind. So C or Aphra. If Aphra doesn't have to get used there, C could be used to do what? Take on the Darth Vader team. That means that we could have JML for Third Sister. Yeah, that's the really limiting factor here, is that. I don't think we want to use C in any circumstance against the Third Sister. What does Bo-Katan, original Bo-Katan's third, do? I need to be reminded of that real quick. Or her, whatever, her special. Applies days, but I think it dispels allies? Night Sisters versus Sori. I've had that lose against specifically him recently. What's your deal, lady? Dispel all buffs on all enemies. That is not the droid we're looking for. Bo-Katan is risky to use against DR. So we could use C or JML here or Aphra. C, JML, or Aphra for that. For Saw, C, JML, or Aphra. JML could get through that DR team. I believe in that. Saw. Bam. BKM. Maybe. I guess I would believe in Bo-Katan to take on the Saw team before I would trust something lesser. And if we can do Aphra against DR, that's a 64. So C versus this Slacker Malakos thing in the back, you would link Reva and Malakos off rip. I wonder how that works in terms of the delete. Will he save them? Will he save her? Or will they both die? If I link Malakos and Reva, and then I zap them, what does that do with the Malakos unique to save Ufu allies? When they hit 1% is what it says. It says when they hit 1%, right? So that's never going to happen. So the problem here is that Slacker gets stronger and stronger. But that's predicated on him doing specials. So we would need to have some type of ability block threat in here as well. What would that look like if we wanted to do some type of C team to take on this Reva? Because the more I look at it, I mean, I guess JML could do it. But it seems like you'd want to use Jedi Cal. What if we did something like that? Well, didn't I see one of those actually fail, like the turbo against it? Yeah, see, JML, JKL, JKR, Jedi Cal, and Hoda, one battle. Not a BS setup, and man, they just did not get to go. So JML has no business there. He could be used against the Darth Vader team. That's fine. Could be used against DR. Could be used against anything up top, really. So it's either Bo-Katan or C. At this point, C feels... Well, I mean, if they get exploded by something, we'd have an immunity, right? But yeah, Slacker could be pretty problematic. He'll be a big boy regardless. He doesn't really get anything from the leadership, but the cron's pretty damn good. So, if it was going to be C versus this third sister thing, how would it look? We would want armor in here. So wherever we're applying Bo-Katan, we'd be using the other Bo-Katan too, right? Watt, just for good measure. And then Sith, I presume. So there's your problem, is it's going to be challenging. Yeah, the ability block risk is huge, so we do have to take armor and Watt. The banners on this are also going to suck. Suck huge, in fact. Can I afford this? Can I afford a clear of this? Low level? You're going to be so goddamn fast. And you're going to go, and then you're going to do your third, I think, right? I always forget, does GI open with his third or his second? Because this is going to suck regardless. Inflict torture. I mean, we can swap over. We swap over. What does that mean? So, he's going to stab first, which is okay. You would want to smite. Well, we'd want to go right after Malakos, and then we would smite Reva. No, because smiting Reva is kind of inefficient, right? We'd want to smite someone else. NS versus Lori. Is there res on the DC? Res on the DC? Yeah, he's going to use torture. Maybe there is a JML solution. So that means that Malgus would need something like C. We could do that. And I have confidence that BKM can take on that Starkiller. I'd be willing to be proven wrong on that. So if we do it like that, then what? I think from a banner's point of view, I can't even entertain this. So I think this one has to be Jedi and God save us kind of thing. So let's move around the plan. If JML is going here to Third Sister, and we're going to try this crazy bullshit regardless, what does that really mean? Darth Vader can't get... Wow. Man, Fulcrum's going to be a bad time. I can feel that in my bones. Woo! Malgus can get Aphra. That's fine. JML goes down there. Aphra goes there. C goes to one of these. DVGK. DVGK 5. I wonder if that's just General Grievous. Like GG Nute. They get to start, but not much after that. That Darth Vader team is intriguing. Aphra as well over there. So C, BKM, Aphra. Those are the options for dealing with that Darth Vader. If we're cannibalizing, see, that's the thing. That Jedi team isn't the Jedi team I have written, so I need another proper option for Darth Malgus. Do I have a Darth Malgus sorted? I do. No cleanups. Cron, we'll say it's buffs. And let's put in the comp. Malgus, BSF, SAS, Sith Marauder, and Set. Now there should be more options for this, right? Damn, not as such. So Aphra. Marsha. Aphra can just kill anything. The solution was to also just set one less GL. I think that would have been it. Maybe. JML can crush this. But yeah, that's JML Jedi Cal. So. JML. Yeah, but I can't do that the other way. So. Banners wise, though, it's tough to beat Bastila. Shoot, what are we going to do with you? The question is, do we need Jedi Cal? The answer, I think, is no. But you do need JML, JKR, JKL, I feel. Grandmaster's good. But I need to keep these guys locked down because they're going to move quickly. So it's literally either C, JML, or... Man. Yeah, that doesn't help. That is a really rare duck. JMK would have been neat for this. But we did use JMK, so that was a real bummer. Could take the risk on the slacker. Okay. Don't have one of those. That doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, Paz would start with taunt. Paz is going to be a big boy. Paz could take on Malgus, right? I think, there's not going to be a lot of evidence for that, that's for sure. Who else was Aphra going to go to? Bo-Katan should go to a team that's up front. So if this becomes Aphra out here, then that means that Finn and friends can get some of the smoke. Or some, yeah. So this is going to be like maybe Mother Talzin again. But this time with some defense, I think we need... I feel like defense is the only thing that you can do to blunt the effect of that critical damage, and not just keeling over is going to be key. Let's check that the plan works. I think that what we really want to do is see how Finn goes. I know that in the past we've had Night Sisters work, so I don't want to say that I don't believe, you know? I don't want to be accused of faithlessness. Still, well, yeah, that's true. Daka zombie. That's right. Okay. So defense didn't really save us against the might of expose. Let's consider what our real options are. This is considerably less defense. Stacking Ufu for her. Wow, crazy more health, but that means we take crazy more damage from expose. So that's not really that good. This is only 100% defense. And now we're back in the same territory we were. So I want to say that can be dispelled. Can be dispelled. I don't know that this would get a lot of value. So this might be the best one to run, guys. Feels kind of greasy. And then what are our other options? This is going to probably be the best we could do. We'll have to try it. It's slightly more defense than we did last time. And away we go. Because I don't think I can afford to use Aphra there. Okay. Okay. So you got 10. You got 10 right now. I don't really want to use my special when you have tenacity. I'd really like Asajj to get rid of all that shit. Then we can start talking about debuffs, yeah? We could mass assist here, but I feel like that's not our typical way. Ooh, that isn't the way we wanted to do that. So now you got 10 up again. Damn it. Well, hear me out. We'll go ahead and get up. It's usually not the time that gets you here. Okay. It wasn't my favorite move that I've done, but we'll have to take it. Basic. Zombie, can I get a basic out of you, bro? Thank you. This basic from Zombie is actually pretty key, because if you can get this stun... Ooh, we didn't get it this time. We often get it, but not today. Not today. No point in using that special when you have no chance of stunning. If I do anything but a basic, I'll get like backslapped into non-resistance, so we'll just cool off that. Now, you see here, this is the sort of thing. Let's get on down. We're about to have a res, so we can kind of just chill on this, yeah? Yeah, and then we dispel you into her coming up. More plague on the field. Mass assist. Oh, we don't get to get it in on Finn. But we're going to be greedy, and we're going to take the best chance we've got on getting this boy down. Special is great. Special is great because we get more plague. More plague is the business. It's the entire business. It'd be great to put a basic over on you, because then if I can stun you like this and you're no longer inspired, I get to just come on over here and hopefully slap your shit. She is going to cleanse everybody. Wouldn't it be great if I could land a stun? No, no such luck. That'll be a no from her dog. Okay. Not good. Alright, see, not good. Welcome back. I guess we're going to slap out again. You gotta hope. Oh, that's right. They've all got 10 up. That wasn't going to go a damn bit of nowhere. Yeah. We gotta have a break here somewhere. Just a basic. Just a basic. Is she back? Yeah, she's back. She's just weird. That's incredible. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at, but it is real. It is something. It is really something. Holy shit, though. Oh, come on, bro. We gotta have people start keeling over. I got 2 minutes to win it. Can I get some love? Okay, that's not really love, but it is something. I've had worse. Okay. Again, with slapping all of my shit. Not my fave. There's another res. We'll take it. If he kills over, we'll be okay. We already had her come back on this basic. Ooh, this is dangerous for him. Gotta land this. Yes, that's another stack. Man, we can't get a stun here. I'd rather have you. Now we're cooking with gas. They're in trouble now. Okay, it'd be ideal to get Zori out, but I'm going to have to go after whoever I can. We got to move, though. A minute or so to win it? Ugh. Man, alright, we got to do this. That'll be just bad news if I do anything else. You're back. When's my next Dispel coming around? No 10 up. No, just get deflected. Never mind. I'll just F myself. A minute to go. Got to go after Zori, I think. You're going to keel right over, right? Yep. That's a good one. Basic? Nope, no basic. That'll be a no. Big hit. Deflected. That's okay. It's not the worst situation. 46. Basic. Keel over. Auto. Just finish the job, please. Go, 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 go. Boys. Boys, you're going to keel over. That's going to be a nice heal. Heal? 63. Dig it. Whoo! Had him the whole time. Okay. It's like 14, so it's like 12 banners gap now, something like that. Grody. Alright, Saw and DR. So this is great. So we freed up Aphra. Aphra isn't going to be especially heinous to Slacker. Slacker's going to screw us up if we even try, I think. So Aphra working against Malgus is just fine by me. As it is a reduced Malgus team, like I feel okay about that. So C or BKM. I don't know that I want to do BKM versus DR, so it's like C for that, and then it would be BKM for Darth Vader. So I think that's it. And that means we can have armor there. So yeah, BKM, bam, pause, Grogu. Okay. Saw gets who? Saw gets who? There's nothing slick for him, is there? Let's close the fin tab, get that out of the way. Qui-Gon, we can get out of the way. Darth Revan, yeah. Yeah, the solutions are very few. C and Aphra are pretty much it at this point. As So if we do see there... I mean, we don't see Bo-Katan getting used there, but it's not necessarily the reason why. Okay, so that'd be high banner if we do see. Saw could get BKM'd. That DV. Is there... That's so rare, though. You're not going to see that. Because there's no turn meter gain, right? So, like, couldn't I just run Roughshod over that with GG? The problem is GG may not be good enough banners, because you're just going to be sapping off all your dudes. So... if we... why do I want... well, the stun would be really nice, yeah. That's mostly why. And if you're doing that, you may as well take the whole thing. So let's do this. Let's get set up for this. So Jedi. JML, Jedi Cal. I don't really want to do this, but like, hear me out. Since I'm already taking JKR, I want JKL. Jolie could be of use here. See, if we could do without this and do without JKL, that would be hot, because then it could be like, well, not J... If we use Mace with the Bastila team, then we can cut down max health and not use JKL there. It is bad that they'll get to move more without... Now, they wouldn't be getting really stunned anyway. So, okay, so if we do it like this... The only thing we're losing... Yeah, that's a lot, actually, to not have that there. So, okay, we're going to commit to the full bastard. And I think we mostly... I feel like Jedi Cal feels like the most overkill piece of it, but you really don't have a Malgus killer without it, so... People weren't using Jedi Cal to kill Saw, were they? It's 407. Holy shit, dude. You gotta move. Protection. Let's talk about it. Only 33% defense. Not my favorite. 70% defense here. That's the damage reduction cron, though. That would be unfortunate. I think we'll take our chances. These guys are gonna hit really hard, but hopefully we get to lock them down. Man, going in with this little defense feels silly, though. Sort by protection, but then look at next highest defense. See, this has significantly less protection and not a ton more defense, honestly. 40% more? What's 40% defense, you know? Compared to the loss of quite a bit of prop. Alright, so the only also super crappy downside with this is, though, nobody here's a rebel, so this would be extra unfortunate to have to use. But this offers some defense, and we would get the advantage of buffs. We have such strong attackers on this team, and it seems to me that not taking advantage of that would be bad. We have other rebel crons, we just wouldn't have a damage reduction if we used that one. So we could use this one. It's otherwise not going to be wanted. We're taking the gamble that we need the defense more than we need the prop. That means that we're going to take less damage from Malicos if he ever gets to go. Reva will do less damage. We have no prop restoration on this team, however. Interesting. We want JKL so bad. These are stunnable people. So if we're debating who to bring, we can have a debate about whether it's... See, you're going to be... We don't really need Grandmaster. We could take Hoda. We could absolutely take Hoda. Hoda gives more to the rest of this. The evasions would be pretty slick from Grandmaster, but we could mostly... We can time that. But this is a lot better for healing towards the end, is my point. And the extra damage could bend our way. Hoda's great for more Grandmaster's great for damage prevention. But this is great for doing straight up more damage. Alright, so what's the game plan? It's all in on Malgus. And we'll get going from there. Past Matrix time. She's just taking a nap. Yeah, wasn't that funny? Okay, for whatever reason, I'm going first, so, like, the greatest fear that I've had the entire time was apparently unfounded. I have no idea why I'm ahead, but if you ask me if I'm going to look a gift horse in the mouth on this one, the answer is, in fact, no, I won't be doing that. Okay, you stop with the counter-attacking shit. Holy shit. Boy, that could be bad. You already have the evasion, so what are we going to do about it? We're going to cleanse you, and please, pretty effing please. We gotta... when we do a cleanse move here, this is gonna cleanse him, and then we're gonna get whooped up on. No! Ooh, this is a disaster. Yeah, there's cleanse all over the place, so this is... Nah, this is probably the match right here, but obviously if I'd had JMK, it would be a different situation. As it stands, it is not a different situation, so we gotta hope... Oh man, that heal was bogus. Doing me wrong here, man. You gonna give me nothing? Alright, so we at least get to withdraw. But that's probably the match right there. Actually, that is the match. I can't recover that. It's only 38 banners. So we can see about clearing now. We can be a little more creative. We know that C could probably get this done. But I don't know that that's worth trying. What do you say we do BKM then? If we're going to risk something, and it doesn't really matter if we clear, why don't we just try BKM and see how we like it? There is cleanse on this team. That is a dangerous thing indeed. I like this just fine. Defense is good. It's basically... Yeah. It's going to be probably our best choice. Now this is kind of interesting. We lose out on a lot of offense, though, by not going the other way. Defense, this is the wrong shit anyhow. Now this is probably the best crown we would have for CLS, but I don't think that matters now. We could take this. Good extra stats. Yeah, it might not go well. There's cleanse, there's cleanse, there's cleanse. I mean, realistically, what else is there, though? Maybe Aphra could do this. The problem is that you'd be stuck on Reva when you need to be going after what's-his-name, so that's not a great idea. You guys think it might be worth trying... I think I have Baze on defense, so I don't think it's worth it to try Rogue One. Alright, let's give this a go and see how it is. Haven't been enjoying sending her and their health stacking versus teams that thrive on % health damage. I hear you. I do hear you. Ooh, that's not a good one. Stop that now, damn it. Hey. Shoot him or something. You've got a 2-stack. So how do we want to proceed with that? It's got to be this boy who goes down, right? Up, up. Okay, so and he just got turbo locked, so he ain't going nowhere in no time soon for any reason whatsoever. If we do this move right now, we do not get to keep her. So we'll take this. Yeah. Ooh, this is wild. Yeah, they move pretty fast. This is, man, okay. Paz is being a big boy. Now, we can't really save. Let's try this. I mean, if we're going to make this work, it's got to be now. Holy shit, we're highly defensible here. He said moments before we stopped being able to do anything. Man, they're just all full and topped off. And then Slacker's immediately about to come back around again. So this is it, right? Only 13 birds. I mean, you still gotta, you know, if you're trying to take the fight seriously, I guess you go after him. So he gets a DI. Healing immunity's not buff immunity. We could gain a product there. Doink. Y'all are really taking it now. We don't get to... Well, you're DI'd anyway, so what the hell does it matter? Alright. So that's your first save. That's your save from what's his name. So at least we've got that done with. Stop that. Stop that. Damn it. My intuition is that at this point in the fight, you probably want a 3-stack her if anybody. She's the closest thing we have to somebody who can deal with any of this. So, we'll see. Womp! Womp! Alright. We know this would have certainly been some type of successful 2-shot, if nothing else. Crit damage down. Debuffs can't be applied right now, so there's no reason to do the middle special and try and get crit damage down on the Slacker. He is about to just annihilate. Just bringer of death over here. This is a good time to mass. Womp! Alright, well, we can't get it on Slacker, but we can get it on the others, and damn if that isn't going to be good enough. Now, he's gonna... yeah, if we Dispel again, like, it's bad. So, I think I just... Oh, you bitch! You're the Dispeller, so you're the one who would die? What's this mean? Weakest ally and target ally, dispel all debuffs and recover health. Recovering health would be best for you. It does mean that we're going to lose her to Deathmark, but... Or lose him to Deathmark, but sometimes it'd be like that. Okay. Alright, so we still got a pretty good core 3. You can't stop him from going into his ultimate, so it might end up being just him in the end. I don't know. Here's an armor shred opportunity. Wow, what a hit. What a cosmic hit. He could still be healed, but that's neither here nor there. Wow, what a hit, though. My boy. Stop that shit. Hey, you can't take that off me. Who said you could do that? Fucker. You're not probably going to get a second swing at that, so why not take the money and run on old boy? Jesus. And you're mastery draining me, so I'm losing offense on this. Can't use... Whoo! That 13k offense, just starting out, is still pretty nice. Now, we can't gain the armor shred here, but there's no reason to not try this. Okay, so there's less targets, you don't get a full ult charge. Mash. Yes, crit damage down. Nice. Nice. Okay. Yes, and you get a backslap because of our thing. We get yeah, we'll go ahead with that option. Boom. Okay, so that would have been a 53. So probably between this and the next couple of fights, that might have cost us enough to lose that. But we know that this can win. Knowing what I know now, it seems like if you fight this, the first thing you want to do is just burn through that first life of Reva, and then just burn Reva down. Burn Reva down. Just straight up do that so you don't get janked out by the taunt. Then burn Malgus and proceed. So JML got absolutely destroyed there. Let's see. One drop. One. The many dispel effects on this team meant that they all fell to Deathmark very quickly. So I wouldn't recommend that experience, but Bo-Katan, that was interesting. Not a great counter, but yeah, it got the job done. So what does that mean? The Darth Vader team. Is there still a path to clear, I wonder? I want to try GG here. I don't see a reason why not. Health cron. We got a big health cron still somewhere. I know we used a good one with Night Sisters, but that fight worked, so that was spicy. I want to say GG Nute. Defense would be key. Crit damage would be key. Let's see. Crit damage probably, and then health after that. Hey, health. Now, it's no buffs on 3. That's no fun. This is a good one. This would serve our purpose very well. Let's rip it. Can you explain why you don't want Deathmark on Bo when she has 3 stacks? You mean 3 stacks of Beskar? Well, we would certainly be forcing them to hit her, but it would do nothing to stop her from taking the extra damage from Deathmark. She would just die. So we had to avoid using that. That's it. Like, the damage that she would take by them being forced to hit her would exceed the survivability granted by Beskar. She doesn't take extra percent HP damage? Is that in her kit? I didn't recall that, but I can't say I have everything committed to memory. Okay, this isn't quite the droid I'm looking for, guys. I need a little bit more action. What with the target locks, and what with the not losing Magna, if it's all the same to you. We'll stack up. Yeah, I'll take that. Would you kindly? Boy, wouldn't it be great if I could ever get a frickin' buff immunity to stick to this son of a bitch. It's a good thing we got this, man, because we are just taking our damn time. Hey, this is a good one. It's a good hit. Okay, now this is important. He's gonna go, right? And then he's gonna just destroy somebody's shit. Try to have crit damage down on Starkiller, because he's gonna be assisting on literally everything. Can I rip more turn meter? No. Alright, here we go. Time to pay the piper, boys. Ooh. Hey, stop all that. Damn it. 75. Bonk. Okay. It's time to start taking people down. So the good news is that, you know, I wouldn't get stopped here, but the bad news is this is all grievous banner bleed. Utterly unaffordable. Here we are. We are where we are. Wow, these are just unquenchable dots. Damn, man. Humans is crazy. Ooh, the dots got us. Alright. In her kit, when she has full Mando allies. Is that so? Full Mando allies. Oh, that's the wrong Bo-Katan. True damage Bo-Katan deals is triple, blah, blah, blah. Bonus prime, blah, blah, blah. Takes reduced damage from percent health effects and recovers 50%. Reduced damage. So... it's possible. Let's think about this. Well, not freely. You only want to use it when you can have Bam in birds. And the one thing I recall is that she was ability blocked when he came out of birds. She didn't get to use the Dispel there, I think. Otherwise, maybe. In a desperate move like this, I suppose I'd try that again. I don't know that I want to mess with Deathmark, though. Still, interesting. I think I know how I would do this again, if I had to. It's a similar proportion. So if I... I think I know how I could have won this. First, I mean, the thing would have been to have found a different way through the remains of Rey. Maybe it was worth trying like a Mon Mothma of some kind. Something like that. So we know we can finish these out. What else did I want to try? There's nothing really cheeky to do with Saw. DR Talon is what it is. DR Talon. Oh, yeah, the Treya Nihilus in there really complicates things for a number of possible counters. So a team that's all about that. And there's nothing else cute to deal with Saw, is there? Yeah, Tuskens don't do it. We could try CLS. I don't think we have damage reduction, but we can see how much that matters. Chewie, Chewpio. Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, with 3 stacks of Beskar, she would be pretty bulky. What do we want here? We want to sort by crit damage, I expect. So this is the Buffs one. Buffs is actually pretty good for CLS. We'll see. Alright, so the right move is to open up on Drogan. Will cost him his bonus. I hope. Yay! You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Okay, now you do a bunch of asshole stuff. If I target you, you could get a 10 down. 10 down. Nah, focus on him. Stay on target. Perpetuate the stun. Nice. Dispel buffs. Y'all don't need any of that shit. Calm down. We could do this, yes, but I feel like the sweep is probably better. Yeah, okay. How are we doing with these? We don't have any on Han. Let's hook Han up. And then, yeah, we're doing great on turn meter, so don't use your shit. Slap, slap, slap. That's all fine. It's, again, not what I prefer, but we'll make it work. Him. Start getting debuffed by stuff. Yes, get stunned. Huge stun. Boys and girls of all ages. Huge stun. Alright, you get dispelled. So now that means you're going to hide from me if I go after you again. You can't get the shit, but I could slap you. Oh man, but it'd be great to get this guy like fully locked down. You're high on turn meter. I can't push it back anyway, so why not just slap your shit? Okay, hey, we're back around with this. The timing is key. Hi, how are you, friend? Come here, come here, come here, come here. Give me a kiss. I got something for you. Who needs it? Who needs it? Okay, well, I don't really need to live in fear of this. Note that the damage reduction is not pivotal when they're busy doing nothing. So, lesson learned. This call to action, yeah, that's critical damage. I mean, you were going to really slap his shit. Yeah. Boink. Doink, 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 doink. Hey, you can't do that. Shoot him. Hey, are you fucking serious, bro? You stole my banners. Son of a bitch. Alright, so that was awesome. I will take that. I like that quite a bit. DR will get the C treatment. We have Aphra and then Darth Vader. Yeah, we get to pick that apart because we already hit that with GG. So GG, B1, B2, Nute, Magna. That was DV, SK, GK, 5B, and Fulcrum. And did we get 1 or 2? I don't think it matters. But yeah, we know why that didn't work. So C for DR. Now we could try and do this and just prove it to myself that I've got enough defense with this one cron to do it. Do I want to do it that way? No, that wasn't the button I meant to click. I'll tell you that. Defense. Now I don't need any particular group of stats, so this cron is just fine for this purpose. The only question is it worth it to have what? I feel against this, this is DR Treya. Did I actually sort that out right? Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible. Defense and health. Whenever they resist a debuff, they recover 2% health and prot. That might be integral to that. So we'll go with having what, I think. It's an interesting observation, though, about Bo-Katan overcasted. I like that. There might be some use to that in the future. Okay. Yeah. I think that would probably be the end of the game for me right there without tank tag. Deceived ain't what it used to be. Look at these guys. Ain't nobody getting deceived. Honestly, it's better this way. Except for the continuous cooldown reduction shit. That is not my favorite. So we're actually due for another round of cooldown reduction, aren't we? Let's see what we got here. We wish you well, sir. Now she isolates, and now we're 1 turn. Which is okay. Thank you, 2 jerks. Wait for Talon to expose yourself and start working the system. Alright. Finish it up. Man, she hits hard. That girl really slaps. I don't like you for it, lady. Alright, 65, so that's good. That's a good one. That gets us through the top. Pretty good top wall, honestly. And that will be my copium. We don't talk about the back wall. You get. Okay, as far as fleets go, he has Executor, Leviathan. Okay, he's playing it straight. Oh, interesting. Never seen that before. Leviathan and Malevolence. I'm guessing it's different just to see if it does something different. Otherwise, it's going to just do what it does, right? So the good news is, by Malgus's ship not being out front, those ships are going to be significantly more fragile. Negotiator and Profundity. So, can we do any more damage on squads real quick and just wrap up with fleets? My goodness, I hear a fussy one in the background. Droid, that's fine. BT1, 000, you, and the Dark Lord. Droids of all kinds will set her off, so technically speaking, having another droid would be the best for moving her cooldowns. But I think I can make effective use of Darth Vader here. Is that correct? Do I remember that correctly? Malgus, when there was an Aphra, yeah, there was a DR, so I'm okay with that. Here we go. I think you will evade this shit, actually. That's kind of annoying, if I'm being honest with you. So, that's not very good. Okay. Chose to do all that. I'm okay with that. You have to assume getting damage on the field is a meaningful exercise, because we're going to be doing a lot of AoE in the coming turns. Basic, come back around. Ooh, this could be a good one. The AoE, again, I feel is great, because he hasn't done a basic yet, and it would just waste giving another turn to Aphra if we did it any other way. So let's have it. Alright. Stone Age, part 2. Ooh, look at all the fear that went out. That's probably not the best, if I had to guess. It's actually appreciated that you're breaking the fears, though, bro. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, I see you. Not really the droid I'm looking for, but I see what you're about. Wow, you ain't giving me nothing. Oh! Basic? That was a droid basic, you bastard. You're supposed to count that. Basic. Bonus turn? Yeah, that's right. On time. Motivate. Stone Age? Yeah, that's okay. Infinite cooldown increase. Why is absolutely nobody keeling over? Well, actually, Darth Vader's just been concocked forever. Just stuck. I don't feel like we kill him, right? We gotta take on the sides here. We end up nuking the rest of these down through some other means. 2, 3. That's fine. Yeah. Wouldn't call it underwhelming, I would call it whelming. Yeah. Oh, that was the good one. Yes, we hadn't used that basic from him yet. Man, we did pretty good with managing these basics to fuel her turn. Womp! Bye-bye. Ooh, what a shame to use this here this way, but it's okay. You'll come around soon enough. That's fine. Definitely get the armor shred here. Yup, for just such an occasion. I guess we'll focus him now. We'll focus the old boy himself. Yeah, this should kill. Mm-hmm. Basic. Alright, well, we'll see. Basic. Just waiting for some cooldowns to come off Roto. Basic? Yeah, that's right, because we hadn't used that one either. I feel like the best chance for the banner recovery is using middle here. 64. Alright, we didn't get that extra banner, but it was pretty damn good. So, not going to beat myself up about that one. 64, and we only got one, but we did get GK, so the magic is broken. These are just some random group of assholes now, and we will whoop on them thusly. Now, you guys look like somebody who could really use an appointment with a Wampa. This may well do. Let's see if we get punished for this. I'll read your DM later, Dagger, if you can hear me. Hey, stop that. Can you be preloaded somewhere else? God damn it. She's just gonna destroy my shit now. And he's just gonna... Man, you were the chosen one. You were supposed to save us from this fate. How can you do this to me? That's okay. That was kind of just a I wonder if question. There's turn meter. There's not really a lot of turn meter. There's a lot of damage. What categorically would help us deal with that? I guess bounty hunters, really. Bounty hunter, Zammando, I think. Defense is neat. We can again go wide defense. Prod up is fine. That suits our interest well enough. Okay, 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 thank you. Sure. That is fine. Doink. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, this would have worked just fine the last time, too. So, lesson on me. Pew! And Frenzy, and Armor Shred, and Brap. That's fine. Basic. 34. Alright, yeah. Would have been a 44. So, alright. 1 plus 0 plus 34. So, Wampa plus... BH. Okay. So, we ended up cleaning that up. Alright, so we're clear. After, indeed, some sacrifice. So I want to say we dropped like 68 to his 38, something like that. All right. This one. Let's just see how Chimera does. I want to see if there's anything to it. Only 15 minutes. We really cut it close today. I started at 1:30. Jesus, this is a long one. All right. Got everything we need. Roll it, boys. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Should have just took a couple hits. So, probably he gets called first. Okay, then this happens. Call you out. You still haven't gone. That's good. That's good. And not getting the special is pretty clutch. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You do all that. Oh, that dodge was actually pretty nice for me. I'll take that. Okay, now you are open to us. Surely between the two. Ooh, wow, this is incredible. This is incredible. You never see anything like this. Yeah, we'll do the heal up so we have the offense up to go with this next big hit. Gotta try and take this ship down, damn. And you just lost a turn because you were stunned. That's not really what we're going for, kids. And why aren't you taunting? Did I miss something? Is there a reason why you aren't taunting? Okay. This one. Right. You lost your juice. Now we'll shield you up. Even though you're still not taunting. What is up with you not taunting? Is there some bug? Why did you not have taunt? None of those ships have a dispel, so how in the hell did that happen? Here, we'll heal you. You're certainly the most wounded. Definitely get our foresight back. Anything to help that? Yep, same. Likewise with you. Right. And I guess we're done. Right. It was a 70. What is the condition under which that ship gets taunt? I don't think I've ever seen that before, where they could just free fire on Darth Vader. Okay, so it's Special Forces that's probably doing this. Okay, that isn't the effect that does it. Anti-defender, stack of resilient defense. But this also does that, right? No, it doesn't. So it's only the taunt that regains it to you, but he would have done that. And they don't have anything like a dispel or a buff immunity on that team. It's Spy, Dagger, and B-28. And then it brought in Palp Shuttle. I'll have to go back and watch. I'm not really sure why that happened that way. All right, here we go. Wrapping this up. You're the same as you always were, so we'll just take that out. Did I mark down the 70? There it is. Profundity goes, yes, here. All right, Rebels. This is a really bad comp. I wonder if I might be greedy and go for the banner gain. There is going to be time for one reinforcement, though. Still, we could avoid that and just go for the really, like, hyper-aggressive push. They're going to lose that ship. You could lose it, though, being cheeky. Why don't we just take the normal? Beautiful outside. Lots of snow down. Okay. Wow. Nice. Pretty damn nice. Yes, wiggle here. It's early enough. Yeah. Okay, this is all good. You do what you want. Basic. Nice. Nice. This is really nice. How about the banners? Yeah, they already did that shit. That's fine. realized that wasn't going to happen. Shred this off the side. Nice. Hey, you can't do that. Stop that. Okay. That's a good one. Smash that. Nice, nice. Now can you really whoop up on it is the question. Ah! Hit back. Disappoint me, my son. Okay. Yep. Definitely glad I've got the extra ships. Wouldn't this have been silly? Mm-hmm. Yep. Meets expectations. But now we get to move around this if I got an assist. Haha! But I can go fuck myself. There will be no assists on time. Get an assist immediately after I need it. Let that be a lesson to me. Okay. Yeah, just pass this back over here. Move you out. Target you. Third. Get beastin'. Boy. Brrr. Why is this thing so fucking tanky? It's on its second life. Come the fuck on. That was like a whole bunch of ships hitting you and you weren't even at full life on the second run. Piss off. Alright, I'll take it. No, but really, piss off. Alright. Okay, thank you, Han. You did stuff. I'll credit you. I'll credit you. When you occasionally do something, I would cop to that. The DI feels good. Yeah. Almost there. Stay on target. There it is. Alright. 75. Very good. Okay. Now this one. I will note, I did not use Ahsoka last time, so I'm going to see if I can scrape by with one less ship. I don't usually run that. I run 1, 2, and 3 with 4 there. So let's see if this works. If this fails for any reason, I'd be pretty disappointed, but it's only the one ship, so I think we'll be okay. Right, so basic on Sunfax, same as always. Basic here, because we want to be able to hit Spy when it becomes open right there. Wow. Boy, you'll never see that happen. That was some bullshit right there. That's what that was. Okay. The task is still the same. We would want to... no, we would want a basic here. That's good. But then we actually want to sweep here. And that's the way. You could have something bad here, so we're going to go ahead and do this here. I can't believe Sunfax's still fucking around. It's absolutely absurd. Alright. Yeah. Alright, good. Hyena has to get dispatched pretty quickly. It's going to come around on that next turn. Man, fuck you and your overcharge. CI for you. You're the summon. You're the real boy. Hi, real boy. I'm a real boy. And get the hell out. Stop that now. Stop that now, damn it. How many fucking turns? That should be the end of it. Save the banner. Lost no ships. 73. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Would have been a 71 otherwise. So I like that quite a bit. It looks like we actually had better fleet numbers on the whole. So I'm okay with that. 1758. I want to say this is a significantly better showing of a full... Yeah, 1692 was my last full clear. So we're horning in. It looks like against Aesop, at least if I see him again, I really have to think about being... I can't say too much, but very clever. There's not a wide hole to pass through when fighting this guy. Now that slacker... Or that remake hub is actually pretty cool. It might even be deadlier. No, if you do the turn meter thing, then you're going to reduce the max health on Slacker. But having, like, Slacker just be able to go unhinged on your team would be pretty nuts. But his health would just collapse, right? So, I guess that's fair. Good show. Hey, thanks, Sweens. Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking in the whole time, man. This has been a long time coming. All right, let's get ready to review here real quick about how our attacks went. So bottom front against EP, Mara Jade, Lord Vader, Thrawn, and Malik. We went in with Slacker, Hux, Faust, Sit, and Fu for 60 banners. Against Rey, Swolo, Cal, Visas, Xeris, we took it out. We took out Visas and Xeris with EP, Mara Jade. I felt like I had to do that because if you go JMK against that, that's pretty bad, and that comp is also kind of toxic to the Seer Malicos counter, from my understanding. So we were pretty successful. We ended up with Rey super low and Swolo super low, and then it was Cal. So fearing getting locked up, I used JMK, JMK Cat, Ahsoka GK, and that took that out. I gotta mark all this green. God damn it, are you kidding me? So using JMK here proved costly. I think we still could have kind of one-shot most of this if I hadn't done that. The problem would be, like, as I had feared, pretty much off rip, Cal had the heal available, and he used the heal on Swolo. So Swolo was healed over half, so he was able to have DI. And, like, I don't know, man. If I had went in with something lesser, if I tried to Mon Mothma that, if it's, like, even Swolo and Mon Mothma, or sorry, if it's Swolo and Rey, I think great case to use Mon Mothma there. But with Cal in there, and it being preloaded, I don't know. So if you have some hot ideas about what I could have used otherwise to get through that, Ray, I'd love to hear it. But we used JMK to make sure, and that was costly because it would have been super clean in the back had we had that. Against JMK Gas, C-3PO, Cat, and Fives, Inquisitors once more. 62 banners. So last time it was like 65, 64, something like that. It's mostly the confuses that go out that's kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest with you. It'd be pretty great to, in the future, get days from Seventh Sister onto C-3PO. That would be pretty slick. Unfortunately, both Gas and Cat had Deathmark on them, one then the other, and that's how I killed them. But if I had a free target, maybe I would have gone after C-3PO for that day, so he won't be assisting people who have translation and spreading a whole ton of confusion. That made things a little lower banner. Leia, Cassian, Old Ben, Krex, and Chupio, we avenged ourselves. We used Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Scando, Embo, and I took y'all's advice and mostly focused on Leia. I'd say if I had to do it all again, I would use the third on Old Ben. Because I did it on Leia at first to deny her buff and slow her down for ultimate. That might have been cool, because indeed she didn't get an ultimate off the whole fight. But we got stuck behind Old Ben for a while, so I didn't really care for that experience. I wouldn't recommend it. Nonetheless, 65 in the end. Like, we ate Krex, started eating the sides. I think we had 3 people eaten before we finally took down Leia herself, just beating her down. But throwing out that third onto Leia first instead of Old Ben meant that I was slow to get armor shreds out onto Leia. It really slowed me down, so I was worried there for a minute. Okay. So yeah, against Ray, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't feel it. I don't know, man. So in the back, Malgus, Sass, Set, Sith Marauder, and BSF, we took on with Aphra for 64. Against Starkiller, so at this point in the fight, we'd already dropped here below on this Reva thing that I'll cover next. Thought I'd use GG. GG got down GK, but otherwise, the problem becomes we were not getting enough turn meter, first of all. Second, we never got a DI, not even one on not a DI, but a buff immunity. We never got even one buff immunity on GK. So we were stuck on him the entire fight. If I had my way, and we could have actually, I don't know, dispelled a fucking taunt, why even bring B2? But, like, if we could actually have dispelled a taunt and gotten onto Darth Vader was the man to kill. Because once Darth Vader pops off and uses Merciless, it's a quick trip up to that ultimate, and it's just a bad time. He didn't get to the ultimate. We backed out before then, but we were on the cusp of it. It was a complete disaster. Did not care for the experience. Could have easily taken it on with JML, but that was used elsewhere. The second attempt, I thought, you know what? Why don't we just do Wampa then on the remains? And, no, it's not like that. Because there's tenacity down in here, and then there's ability lock. So Wampa's not good news on that. I think it's off of 5th's basic, right? Is 10 down? Or something. But I think it comes from 5th, is where the tenacity down comes from. And you wouldn't otherwise fear that, with a tenacity modding on Wampa facing Darth Vader. But as such, we were ability blocked for the first turn we got. We never got to put up our shield and just got rolled right on out of that. Went back in with bounty hunters against this Scraps, which I suppose I could have easily done in the first place, but it was Bossk, Fennec, Mando, Grief, and Zam. So it was 34, it would have been a 44. Not enough to save the game, but yeah. Now this is definitely the most interesting team we fought here. This is Reva, Slacker, Grand Inquisitor, Malicos, and Seventh Sister. So intuitively, you know that you got to go after Malicos to kill off the other team members quickly. The problem here is Reva will continuously be coming back, right? And she'll just be taunting, and that's just going to be there for you. So I thought it's okay. We're going to take JML here. Now, I know JML against Reva is a risky proposition, but I saw that it worked once, and given what I had, I didn't know that anything was going to work. So I'm okay with it, right? So Reva Slacker, we killed Reva the first time, got her low, and then she got her first reset. She got her reset from Malicos. Then we pounded through her. Then we pounded through Malicos. I'm skipping parts of the story. JML failed famously, and we took a pretty good combo. It was JML Grandmaster, JKR, Shock Zeris. No, that is not at all what I took. I took JML, Jedi Cal. So JCal, JKR, JKL, and Hoda, I think. Yeah. Now, there's a lot of Dispel in this team, as you might have recognized, but, yeah, it's like that. And we got nowhere. We managed to get mostly through Malicos, but because we did the turn meter swap with JKR to JKL, it was a cleanse. So we got Deathmark. We managed to get his Deathmark turn out because the turn meter swap left him high and ready to go, but he didn't get a turn after that. So we lost this, a big part of what moves our team along. Jedi Cal, Hoda, these guys kind of keeled over. So we went for the blitz on Malicos and thought that we might get somewhere from there. I would definitely recommend that against this, you don't reserve JML. So if you know that your opponent might do this, this feels like something... What would you use here? I don't know. Definitely Definitely some kind of GL, I think. However, I will say this. Having withdrawn completely, and it's a fresh team again, we went in with BKM, Bam, Paz, Grogu, and Armor, and we got it done for 33. Now, first time doing that, and somebody accurately, Overcast, I think, accurately pointed out that, I was avoiding using third on Bo-Katan because the Dispel would be a cleanse, which would be her getting Death Mark. But he points out that her unique says she takes reduced damage from percent health effects, so maybe that was worth kind of playing around with. Because I had 3 stacks of Beskar on her, so his point was, if they're all having to hit her, they're all getting counterattacked to shit. Because she was, like, at 100 stacks, she is just absolutely enormous, right? Her slaps were just crucial, like just critical there at the end, just huge hits. So it would have been a 53 if that was the first attempt. Terrible efficiency. Don't really like that one at all. Could have been played maybe a little different, maybe a little better, but still, what a mess. And that's a story of the back wall. So I could have probably saved myself a total of 30 banners. So 30 banners would be 1780, still a handy loss. Let's say that everything was done more cleverly there and we saved 30 banners. Still a handy loss. Now, Qui-Gon, JK, Cam, Kel, and Mace. I saw that, Aesop himself used DTMG against mine last week, and I said, you know what, why not? Why not give that a go myself? 64 banners, just fine. DR, Treya, Nihilus, Savage, and Talon. Yeah, C. Watt, 65 banners. Saw, Chirrut, Drogan, Kara, and Kyle. We went in with CLS, Han, Chewie, Chupio, and C-3PO. And we did this with the turn meter level 6. We were careful not to use Han's third, so we didn't gain a whole crap ton of buffs. But, we slapped the shit out of this team. 64 banners. Just lit it up. The double dispels between Chupio and Chewie were a huge deal, because after you get them below half or something, the Saw leadership puts them under stealth, and you can get jammed up by that. But wow, we were able to move right on through. 64. Finn, Resistance Hero Finn, Poe, Zori, and Rose. Last time against his, I tried Mother Talzin and lost. We used a cron that was like the Iden cron. It had like 90-ish% defense and 100% health steal. Well, this cron had about 107% defense that I used, and it had just a ton, almost 50% health and a little chunk of protection. So a good bit of survivability on top of the defense is what differentiated this attempt. And it took some time to get through. It's always a long fight with set 11, because these guys are strong and durable, and you have to catch them in a moment of disadvantage to actually get Plague to stick. But we got it done eventually. Less than 30 seconds on the clock for 63 banners. And we needed that to work, because we needed Aphra elsewhere. We needed it for that Malgus. You go up against Aesop Rock a lot? I've been doing a good job of the last few seasons of staying relatively close to the top bracket, if not in it. Top 50. I've been doing a pretty good job of being around there. So, yeah, I fight him a lot. Now, I've already fought him, twice this season. I fought him, I want to say, twice last season. So if you're going to be up around the top bracket, of course, you're going to be, if you're consistent about being up there, yeah, you're going to be singing a lot of the same faces. So yes, I expect I will see Aesop next week as well. If I beat Barator. But actually, I'm not fighting Barator. It's going to be Aesop versus Barator. So I should be going 2-1. I think I get another freebie round here. That's what I think. Oh, I didn't pay out the overs. Good call on that, Sweens. Thank you. For once, somebody reminds me. Choose outcome. 4 more gets it. I appreciate you guys' faith, but today it was misplaced. Very sorry for that. Very, very sorry. All right. Top side for Fleet. Nothing too crazy here. So, yeah, Executor, the anti-negotiator comp, stuff like that. Profundity took it out for 75 banners. That was a good one. Leviathan. So he did not have Malgus' ship up here at all. And, you know, that made these ships, like, demonstrably more fragile. But something weird happened. Something weird happened wherein we didn't have taunt up on the Iden ship for a turn. And that meant for a turn of hers. So it's like her basic gives her the resilient defense. So she should have had taunt. Because you do special first while you still have taunt. And then on your next turn you basic and maintain taunt. So how is it then? How is it then that we didn't have taunt and they were able to just beat down on Darth Vader? We don't usually lose a ship on that. And that was what? That was another 3 banners. So that would have been a 73 if he lived. Such as it was a 70. So we lost Darth Vader on it, but got it done. It was interesting, though, because for not having Malgus out, that's an interesting bit of performance. I think it would just be better to have Malgus' ship and SAS up front if you really wanted it, just to have the turn meter ripping. I mean, there's really no substitute for how awesome that reinforcement is for SAS, but you do what you got to do if you're going to try and catch somebody out. I appreciate his hustle there. Malevolence, standard, with Vulture on coming off the bench here now. Negotiator for 73. I decided to take the gamble and run without Ahsoka, and that paid me out an extra couple banners, or 1 banner, I think. So, cool with it. All right, everything about my defense, I went over at the start of the stream, so yeah, head back to the start of the VOD on that. Let's get ready to do the closing maneuvers. So first, if you want to keep up with me, you're welcome to join my Discord. I make announcements about when I'm going live. I don't really have like a posted stream schedule. Life is a little too chaotic for that. But I'm usually pretty reliable for at least 1 round a week, and I will make you aware of it on Discord. If you want to catch previous episodes of the show, and in addition to that, the podcast that I make with Dagger, TJ, and Sasha Isha, which is called Plotting and Scheming, a GAC Week in Review focused podcast. This is available on YouTube. Really enjoy making that Plotting and Scheming show. That's something that comes out every Friday to YouTube, followers, subs. And those of the folks who are my patrons get early access to that. You would get it Monday morning or Tuesday morning, depending on when we actually record. But we do a really fun job, I think, of going over what worked, what didn't, what we're taking forward to the next week, what our best defenses were, all that good stuff. So appreciate you if you go and check that out. And that leads us into a nice segue about the Patreon. So check out patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile GSC player, there's something there that could be of interest and help to you. I really have to stump for the $10 tier, any tier $10 and up, but at least the $10 tier gets you into my Patreon community and gets you a bundled membership to the OmegaBot Patreon. So if you like that detailed scouting report I went over on Aesop at the start of the stream that tells you a lot about his trends and his preferences, his efficiency, a lot of different stuff. Really powerful at-a-glance information tool. So it's great that you get that bundled in to be able to run those deep reports. That's the real patron feature, is you get to make custom reports of differing length and blah, 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 blah. But I really have to encourage that one in particular. Now, we have to thank the patrons themselves who make all this possible, help keep me up where I am and keeping me scrappy. So at VIP access level, taking advantage of the aforementioned OmegaBot deal, thanks go out to Trevor Boy Gaming and Striker. At VIP access level, thanks go out to White Wolf, Sam Vines, Jobin4527, Sweens14, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sir Boss, Lego Calrissian 2187, Deadpool Cal 28, Johnny B. Ottawa, Darth QP PMG, Ray's Malbus, and JJ's Productions Twitch. Special thanks goes out to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters. He since quit the game, but we wish him well on the other side. Mrs. T, my darling wife, thank you for tolerating me putting hours and hours and hours into a phone video game. Sometimes I even win. Not today, though. All right. Dagger, TJ, and Sasha Isha, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules to make our show. And Dagger is also an admin on my Discord, helps out a lot in the community, so want to recognize and appreciate that added contribution. Thank you, sir. To Nomad's Reaper, the one, the only. This man goes ham on us from time to time. He'll pop in, drop, dozens of subs, thousands of biddies. Extraordinarily generous man over the years, so appreciate it, man. All right, let's move back on over to the main scene. Now we're after 5, so GAC is over. We're after 5 Eastern. Is there anyone you guys want to see? I'll see who's up on Galaxy Heroes. I see Playbook is messing around with something. Doing some type of strategy card game. Is there anybody I like that isn't playing Swugga that I would send you to see? Nobody's really on right now, so I guess we'll just head on over to Playbook and look at his strategy card game, yeah? Alright, let's set that up. Man, I hate this interface. Alright, starting raid. So I have Monday off. It's a holiday in the U.S. I do believe I'll stream round 3 if it's a legitimate round. If it's not, I'll let you know and we'll probably just announce on Discord. If it's like a 4.5 million guy like what I've been experiencing, I'm just gonna run through and do something else with my time. But I had fun playing Overwatch the other day. That was a good one. Anyways, guys, until next time, you know how it is. It's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Hats off to Aesop. Congratulations. Props. Well done. Well done. And we'll see you next time.